folks, what is up and welcome to a special stream. Today we're going to be ranking all of Nintendo's first-party published and developed franchises. Or at least most of them, you know. Don't fucking come at me for not putting Steel Diver on this goddamn list, okay? I'm Zach, joined by Pridge.
Hello.
David.
What's up?
Jason.
I did the math, and I have way too much hours in most of these series, so... 2 in particular, so...
And making his triumphant return, the voice of the people, Rob.
I'm about to be so mean to these guys.
You already are mean to me.
Business as usual for you, dude.
Let's start this list. Starting off, the 1080 snowboarding franchise.
I grew up not liking this game because SS Tricky and Snowboard Kids were both better than this game series. Straight up. I mean, both of them.
I'll double
for their
down
own
that
reasons.
SSX Tricky is fucking...
Yeah,
Jason,
SSX
Tricky does slap.
Jason is correct. Those are both better than 1080.
I have never played 1080.
Should influence how bad or good this game is, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
when your peers are better than you,
it's
usually
the unfortunate
not a good
thing, though. Where I think you're right. Like in my head, if I'm thinking about like a snowboarding game from that era, I'm gonna pick either of those two instead of 1080. And that might just be me, but
no, I go
That's
SSX or Cool Borders, which are also not 1080.
I'll take Cool Borders, absolutely.
1080 might be forgettable.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have said if we're saying there's two different franchises you play over it, that's Nintendo.
I'm not saying the quality of the game. I I just think it's forgettable in comparison.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
it's
that
not
any games are
necessarily
bad, though.
Okay.
I think it's
All right, then
forgettable.
then absolutely goes in forgettable.
Yeah,
That's
I think that's fair. I think it's a good position. Oh baby, Advance Wars.
I mean,
I think 4 of the people
This is
on
the
this
franchise.
love it.
It's
whole
not
franchise.
Famicom Wars either, too, right? Just checking.
That didn't come out in the US, so I'm gonna go with
True.
no.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Custom
it did
Robo
not
didn't
come out.
either.
Custom Robo was
Custom Robo had a GameCube game that I played.
One, right? But like most of its tenure is
fucking good.
That's enough.
okay. I'm just making sure.
Advance Wars, I think, also technically includes Battalion Wars too, but that game was
Yeah.
also
The
bad.
Wars
Right.
series. is what I'm
Short story short. Outside of Days of Ruin, the 3 main games of this franchise all kick ass.
Here's the thing:
One-
Days of Ruin,
one-
not a bad game. Bad Advance Wars game.
Agreed.
Yes, that's fair.
Agreed.
Again, 1 hasn't aged as well because it's just limited compared to the other 2, but it's still a fine game, and 2 and Dual Strike are incredible. This is one of the top 2 tiers for me.
I would put this in amazing. I would put this in amazing.
Yeah, I would also go amazing.
With the potential to move it to super, but I feel like we got.
I was gonna go.
It's not getting super.
It's
dude.
hilarious because
already had
I
it
was
on
I was
super.
debating whether or not to put it's good at minimum and then like amazing.
Yeah, I was debating between it's good and amazing as well.
Yeah, same. Because
Is Advance Wars not just bad Fire Emblem
No.
comparatively?
No, it's
They're
different.
different. They're different.
It's building and conquering more than just having a set number of units.
It would be like saying
to control.
it's like saying Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario are the same. They're similar,
You're
but
doing
like there's-
similar things.
Mario and
but
Luigi is bad Paper Mario, right?
No,
That's a wild take.
yeah,
Mine-
Rob, I
Those games
can't
are
wait
so
till we
good.
get to your takes, man.
gotta
We can
pick
put it
this
amazing. That's fine.
Okay.
I think amazing
I was
good.
debating with
Cool.
it.
Cool.
It's a really high quality strategy game
Advance Wars is
series.
so good.
Speaking of it, I think another
This is an
pretty good
interesting
franchise, Animal Crossing.
Interesting one here.
This is
Oh,
super.
Animal
This is
Animal
super
Crossing fucks. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
put this in super.
It's so
It's not super for me. I'll be
It's-
honest.
Whoa.
it's weird. I think it's not super for me, but I have to put it in super specifically because I think it draws audiences that are. It's so wide hitting nowadays, especially.
Oh yeah, it's
It
super
hits Rob.
popular.
And I don't like anything. And I like Animal Crossing. So it's S tier.
Especially the newest game is kind of fucking insane. Like
The fact that game sold like 40 million copies, it's the second
Yeah,
highest selling game on the Nintendo
it might be
Switch.
one of its top
That's
franchises
fucking
now.
yeah, I think the
Well,
next
like all the games
Animal
have
Crossing
been,
they put out is gonna do fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
now
they've-
from
they've-
now on, yeah.
They've all been so good. It's wild to me the original Animal Crossing was an N64 game, and then they brought it to
True,
the GameCube
true.
in the US. But
It's crazy how different.
And it
it
took up the
wasn't-
entire GameCube memory card for one fucking
Yeah.
save. I will never
did.
forgive you for that.
we can debate between amazing and super, but I probably for how impactful it has been in recent, especially its newest game, the genre is gonna stay around too. You gotta
has so much staying power on every single console it's on. Like GameCube game, Animal Crossing was fire. DS or 3DS, like New Leaf, like people still play New Leaf over the new one.
Somebody was saying this before. I also just think the consistency of quality, like there's not a bad Animal Crossing. Sure, some are better than others, but like
even the fucking mobile games not bad.
The only advantage, the only thing that you could say about Animal Crossing that might weaken it in quotation marks is the amount of games is not as there as for all of these other ones that are probably going to be in super or around it. So in comparison,
the real thing that weakens is there are so much better. There are such better sim games than Animal Crossing. That's fine.
It's the thing where like you're not wrong, but personally, I would rather play Animal Crossing over Stardew, but that's just because I get anxiety.
That's an insane opinion. That's an insane, objectively wrong opinion.
I know that.
Whoa! I think I might agree.
It just depends on
Stardew is so much better. Stardew is so much better than
I will say there's
different games. Like
I will say
there's a lot more to do, and that's
look as somebody who likes Stardew better. I will say that these games, unfortunately, or fortunately in some cases, allow for the player experience to drive whatever. Like some people might want to farm more, some people want to interact with villagers more. These games are so open to interpretation that you can have so many in this genre and fill a role that allows players to diverse. So there's something that you're going to find in each one of these games. If you want the villager interaction, I think this one's bad because you have Vivian who comes over to your house and wrecks up the place. But if you want like good, like, you know, collectathons, I think this might be better than Stardew, for example. So it's weird.
Yeah. Stardew, someone in the YouTube chat said it, that like Stardew can be overwhelming, and like, yeah, Stardew has kind of a lot going on, whereas Animal Crossing really doesn't.
Yeah.
And if you like that, it's great. If you don't, then yeah, play Stardew.
It's my ultimate complaint with Stardew is that I just feel like I have to have a spreadsheet open if I'm playing this game, and Animal Crossing I can just kind of turn off and do my dailies or whatever.
So
enough of us to put super?
Yeah, everyone else has said super.
Like I said, the thing for me on super is when we get more games in the super tier, I think this series is gonna look worse because the other games have longevity, more games, higher highs. We'll see when we get there. That's my only hesitation.
I think there's gonna be a lot of others in the super tier that have bad games in the franchise, though.
Yeah.
Correct. I agree with that.
Hey, let's talk about a game that isn't a franchise. ARMS.
I didn't play this game. It looks
I think I'm the only one that played this game, and I like it.
I played a round or two with you when we demoed it while I was there. But
yeah.
It wasn't long.
I feel like if it's not a franchise, it has to go Unforgettable or a new tier called Not a Franchise.
Yeah.
That only has ARMS in it.
Yeah.
Like, if Nintendo is not going to make another game for you, you're at best forgettable.
Agreed.
Well, why wouldn't you say Nintendon't? Because they're not going to make another franchise then. Is that how we're doing it, or no?
Unless you want to say Nintendo is for bad games.
ARMS was not bad when I played it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I think it goes Unforgettable because it's a good game, but because it's not getting any more games, it's clearly being forgotten.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It just seems the only appropriate place
I'll let experts talk over this one because this is a game this franchise I have not touched.
Bayonetta. I think it's a me and Pridge joint, right?
I thought David
touched it. I haven't touched this either.
Oh, really?
I played 2 and 3.
Okay.
You play the first one?
I've played 1 and 2, so I didn't play 3.
Okay.
Hey, it's pretty good if you like character action games.
It's a great high octane hack and combo based hack and slasher. I was not as in love with 3 as a lot of other people were.
Yeah, I heard 3 was kind of dropped the ball.
No, it got really high. It got really highly scored, and I was not as big on it.
Yeah.
2 is an incredible fucking game, though.
Yeah, 2 is really good.
2 is such a good fucking game.
Hey, Beck, to answer your question, this main character, I don't need to play the game to have her step on me or see images of her stepping on other people, though. So
yeah,
I can do that in Smash Brothers, obviously.
I would put it in good. I don't know if you feel.
I would put it in good. Yeah. Honestly, I want to be like 2's like if 2 alone, I'd almost put it in super tier, but like, I don't know. No one talks about 1. 3 was lackluster, and then there's only the spin-off Soraya and the Lost
nobody
Demon.
fucking talks about.
Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with you. That just goes and it's good.
Yeah, cool. Marie Mountain get to $2 saying, "Where's Chibi Robo?" It's the third one next that we're gonna do. It's on this list. Don't worry.
There it is.
I found it, guys.
Speaking of games that I think I might be the only one who's played, Box Boy and Box Girl.
I saw this on the
How many
list, and
games
I
are
have
there?
no idea what the fuck this is.
I think there's 2, possibly 3. It does count.
Okay.
They were, I think, 3DS download only titles. They were like $4. Pretty good. It's a pretty good puzzler. Would I go out of my way to like evangelize this series? No, and for that I feel like it just goes in. It's good.
How made this?
Wait, also, is this a franchise? How many of these exist?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it a franchise?
2 to 3. 2 to 3.
Okay.
Is it all mobile? All mobile games?
Feels
Yeah,
like it.
all
Okay.
portable franchises or portable games.
Okay, so Box Boy, Box Girl is one game, but there's
Yes.
a Box Boy series that there are
Yes.
four.
Yes.
That
Sorry,
there are
sorry,
four
sorry.
of them.
This
Yeah,
had the
that's
best
good.
PNG
Okay.
for me to grab for the
That's
title.
that's completely fine.
Well, there's-
When I type
there's-
that in, I could only find one game. But yeah, there's
Yeah,
Box Boy, Box Boy, Bye Box Boy, and Bye. Incredible naming conventions.
I feel like just to not belabor this one, just put it in. It's good.
Yep.
And move on from there.
That's fine.
I wouldn't go harder for it, but it's hey, if you can play these games, because I don't think you can download them anymore, you should. They're pretty fun. But
You can get Box Boy and Box Girl for the Switch.
oh, sweet.
Oh well, there you go.
Fucking Brain Age.
Hey, if you wanted to hide that you had all of these cool games on your DS and show your parents that like it's not bad, I swear, you get Brain Age for the fucking DS. Hide what you're doing.
It's the thing where I definitely own 2 of these.
Yeah.
Because I got the first one and then I liked it enough to convince my mom to buy me the second one, and she was like, "Oh, well, you're getting smart, so yeah, it's good video games."
Brain Age is such a moment in time
Yeah, it is.
It really was.
that we will
It's
never
like-
have
it's like
again.
Picture chat.
Yeah.
The DS in general just kind of had.
It's
Oh,
so,
I really
like,
remember and
yeah.
enjoy doing this. On
Yeah.
it. I wouldn't want to do it today.
It's solid
It's-
at what it does. That's
It's
the
the
thing.
thing where, like, would I consider these games good? Yeah, they were fun. But would I also put them in forgettable? Yes.
Well, people.
It's-
the thing
it's
is,
weird.
People remember Brain Age though.
It's the thing where, like, they do, Rob, but, like, do they really, though? Are they, like...
If you saw it on, you're like, oh, Brain Age. That's on. I forgot it was on the DS.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's like that.
You know?
It is. It's nostalgic.
But I think... I think it's forgettable for me.
Yeah, I would say forgettable.
Shit. I think you're right, but it
I-
feels bad to put it there.
Here, can I
It
run
does,
by
it
one
does.
that is not on this list, just in case? Nintendogs is not on this list. Oh, it is there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is.
I thought it would be okay. I thought it'd be near like just dot like.
Hey,
They're in
hey, you want to talk about
alphabetical
another one
order.
that's probably forgettable?
Yeah. It's a moment in time,
Despite
man.
having nostalgia, like, yeah, people being like, oh, the
Yeah.
Nintendogs, but, like, nobody's out here being like, man, I can't wait for the next Nintendog. Can't wait for the next Brain Age.
Anyway, let's
You
get
know?
Chibi Robo.
Sorry. Put this in. Forgettable. Chibi Robo, which I think is another one I'm the only talking head on, right?
I did not play this game.
I have not
Yeah,
played
yeah.
it.
Hey,
Oh, yes.
we talked about this a little bit in the Discord. The first game for the GameCube is genuinely one of the most hidden gems ever
Hey,
on the GameCube, which is a console full of hidden gems.
spoilers for the GameCube that Chris isn't aware that it's a really good system, and he will not acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
It's such a good console.
Jeez.
That
Good
being
console.
said, this has one great game in it, and then if you're, I mean, you have to count it as a franchise. It has a lot of shitty games in it. At the end of the day, I would love to put this in. It's good, but I think it's more of it's forgettable. Honestly,
Unlucky.
I think it's just not. I don't think it's. I think you're right next to a series that might be more memorable. Unfortunately, not to say they do the same
I would
thing.
be really curious to see how many people are like diehard Chibi Robo fans versus how many people are diehard Custom Robo.
It's
fans.
weird.
I bet it's similar. I bet it is similar. But yeah, do we want to talk about Custom Robo, Jason?
I mean, my experience was I didn't play the GameCube one.
Oh, what'd you play?
I emulated one from Japan.
What was it on?
I think it was a Super Nintendo one.
Oh shit!
Way back in the day.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. It's fine. I mean, it is like a robot custom maker or whatnot.
Yeah. It's
and
you know
you
you pick the legs, you pick the head, you pick the guns,
Yeah.
like all the different parts, and it affects how your
It's
custom
Armored
robo
Core for
plays.
babies.
It is Armored Core for babies, and guess what?
Nintendo
Armored
is
Core
video
fucking
games for
fun.
babies.
Yeah, that's true.
I only played like the demo of Custom Robo, so like that's my only exposure to it.
Yeah.
Make sure, I want to verify what the name of the one I played is.
The GameCube one is genuinely really good. It's really
They do any
fucking
since then,
wild.
or is that the last one?
It's the last one that came to the West. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
I played. Was it on something? There wasn't one for the Super Nintendo. I'm fucking lying. Maybe it was the N64 one.
You sure you're not
'Cause
thinking
it's
about
old,
the Metabots?
No,
Okay.
There's a GBA one.
That game fucking rules.
no, it's Custom Robo for the N64.
Huh.
But it came out in
Gotcha.
'99, so I was mistaken.
Anyways, where are we putting Custom Robo?
I would also
Again,
put
what you
this
do.
unforgettable. Just because none of us seem to
Unfortunately, like I said,
remember all
half
that
your-
much about
Half
it.
your series is
Oh,
hard to access too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is a
That's
fucking,
Nintendo for you.
this is a rabbit hole. Custom
Yeah, this is
Robo.
I didn't know we were gonna
Yeah.
split these apart too. This is gonna be complicated.
It's
Sorry,
gonna,
like,
it's gonna, it's
cus-
gonna make me look up a video essay on the history of the Custom Robo franchise.
Custom
after this.
Robo, guys, Custom Robo was released on the iQ Player in China, which is a handheld version of the Nintendo 64 made after China banned home
Yeah.
video game
I
consoles.
played the N64.
Yo, this is a rabbit hole of interesting factoids.
I played the N64 one
Thanks,
because I had the
Custom
cover
Robo.
of it, and I was like, it looks fun.
For a while, Pridge, the iQ Player was the best place to speedrun Ocarina of Time because it had some skips that you couldn't do in the other versions.
Fuck yeah, that's incredible.
Or I don't think it was that. I think it was just the Chinese text was fastest, and so people would use that. And I'm like, that's fucking
Yo,
insane.
that's so good.
You had to buy like
That's
this obscure
incredible.
console
I
just
can
to play that.
I can scroll text faster to speedrun. That's
Uh-huh.
legit.
That's pretty common for games.
So this next two is gonna be, like I said, pretty complicated.
All right,
I don't
yeah.
know how we're
Okay,
gonna do
so
this.
this is solely put on here because people in the
There's, like,
Discord
the-
said they should be separated. I
They
will
should.
say I disagree, but
I actually think no, they absolutely should.
Okay.
Because there's a difference between N64, the 64 one, and then the DK Blast, like the Congo drum beat.
Well, so
like,
here's the
ones.
thing.
I mean,
Donkey
Donkey
Kong-
Question about
Konga
Super
is
Mario
not
when we get there then.
part
Yeah,
of this.
I think Donkey Kong just encompasses the original arcade game, Donkey Kong Jr., and I guess that's it.
No, but it's what about the?
No, it's N64,
No, it's
I thought, too.
it's the N64 and
But
the
that's
DK.
so wildly different from
But
the other.
what about the
Donkey Kong
Conga
games.
Black? Like the drum ones
Yeah.
had like 2 or 3.
Those are
like-
rhythm games. That's not even. I'm not even thinking about those.
Right, but they had 3 different. They're just not in the series.
All
I
right, so
guess?
what? So then, let's say Donkey Kong Country is Donkey Kong Country and Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's all the
Okay.
2D side scrollers, and then Donkey Kong is everything
Anything
else that's
else.
Donkey Kong.
Okay, so
Right.
Donkey Kong Country is all the good Donkey Kong
Yes.
games, and Donkey Kong is all the shit Donkey Kong games.
Yes.
Well, it's so
You're not
weird.
wrong.
It's so weird how far Donkey Kong 64 specifically has fallen. I don't think it's as bad as. Apparently, the internet now fucking hates that game, which is hilarious. That they
I
all
like
make
that.
videos on it now.
I
I
like
think
that
Tired
it's-
of
game.
collectathons.
yeah.
Right? They're all like, "This is the end of all collectathons." I'm like, "Okay, bro. Like they had other ones, sure, man." It's still at the time you can have 5 different Kongs, different great music still in the game. I don't know. That's
I mean,
weird.
the 5 different Kongs was cool, but then also having to switch between
Right.
them to get the fucking specific
I
commandments
agree.
that you
No,
could
that's-
see with a different
Oh,
Kong
that's
was
such a cool
infuriating.
system, though.
I agree,
loved
but I
it.
just hate how
They
like
fumbled.
everybody now shits on that game. It's like
At
the
the
famous
end of the
thing to do.
day, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's sure as fuck ain't Banjo-Kazooie. And that's kind of all
Right.
there is to it.
Yeah. In modern times, the way I think about it is, I would never tell someone to go play DK64.
Yes.
I
Oh,
would tell
absolutely
someone to
not.
play
No.
Banjo or Mario.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Never
You are correct on that regard.
DK64. I would never say
Unless you
play
really like
DK64.
Donkey Kong,
What are we?
and you want to hear. The
Then
entire
you're a
Lanky
little
Kong
weirdo.
fans.
What do we
To be
fucking
fair, if you're
do
a big
with
Lanky
Donkey
Kong
then?
fan, you
Not only the first banjo, we're gonna have fighting words.
Put it at
Vanzana.
either the top
Banjo
of
Tooie is a
forgettable or
good
the very
game.
bottom of it's good.
I would put it at Nintendo.
Banjo
I
Tooie
would
is
put it in
originally-
Nintendo.
I would not put it in Nintendo.
That's fair.
We literally
I-
took all of the good Donkey Kong games and put them
There's
into
no
a
way.
different slot.
64
this
is
is
still,
Nintendo.
64 is still a good game.
That's
Fight
not-
me.
Fine enough.
It was a
I
good
agree.
game. I wouldn't
I
call
think
it
64 carries the Donkey Kong
Into
This
it's
particular
good or forgettable?
category of them.
I guess forgettable because we don't even know what fucking games are in the series.
Yeah, I'd put it in forgettable.
I guess it's gotta be forgettable.
Okay. I feel bad putting it in forgettable because like Donkey Kong is generally like one of Nintendo's like bigger mascot characters.
So
But
Does it?
we'll get them back. We'll get them back.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, to be
it's
fair,
fine,
we're
'cause this
about to
one's
enter. Yeah, we're about to enter
Yeah.
another Donkey Kong that actually has
Is-
some very
Right.
good
are
games
we,
in it.
now my question is: are we going amazing for country?
Again, it's similar to me.
think so.
First of all, one of the best things about Donkey Kong Country, besides obviously introducing a lot of characters and the longevity and just simplicity, but still great at doing what it does, is actually its OST might be one of the best OSTs. It's fucking insane, both of them.
Oh,
Uh,
undeniably.
DK, specifically the second one's OST
Yeah,
is
yeah. I
nuts.
mean, everybody still to this day makes remixes of Sticker Brush Symphony and like.
Yes.
Mm.
I don't know if it goes in super tier though, because I think again, it's that
No, it's not super tier.
it's that like there's a couple games. Do two games carry it into super tier? You know,
Can I
like
make a
Yeah,
confession?
not for me. I'm fine putting it in amazing because Donkey Kong Country is an amazing game and Donkey Kong Country Returns an amazing game. And I didn't play Tropical Freeze, but I heard it was pretty good.
It's the thing where like there will always be motherfuckers on the internet that tell you Donkey Kong Country is one of the goated like
yeah,
2D
I agree. It's-
platformers of all time.
it is.
And I agree, it's really good.
Is Donkey Kong Land for the Game Boy a Donkey Kong Country game?
I have no fucking idea.
Can I run this idea by?
It's the only
too?
Donkey Kong Country-ish game I've ever played.
Because
I've never played any
Go ahead,
others.
Jason.
So is being amazing specifically 100%? I'm not saying Donkey Kong Country hasn't branched out, but in comparison, again, some other tier people that might go into super tier, have they only done their niche extremely fucking well? Which they probably have. If we
Here's
put
what I'll
something
say.
else, yeah.
Are we listening to Donkey Kong Country music right now or Animal Crossing music right now? I mean, it speaks for itself.
I was talking
that's what I was gonna
Okay,
say.
but Rob, there's going to be Donkey Kong Country music on this playlist we're listening to.
Rob, that was such
It's-
good timing.
I think it has to
Holy
go in
shit.
amazing. Unfortunately. Again, it's one of those like I would have to see the rest of the tier around it to maybe build it out, but
Now, does this include
Squat
the
Cobbler,
40
yes.
episode? Does this include the 40 episode Donkey Kong Country
Yes.
TV series?
Gonna give a banana slamma.
I could sing some of the songs. The Mirror Never Lies. I'm Nobody's Hero. Eddie, Take Me
It's
Back.
So gross.
It's so
That
good.
show is so gross. Just
It's so good.
aesthetically, it was abysmal. The music doesn't make up for the.
Our love to
I'm,
you
lit-
is like
I'm
a
literally
golden banana.
I'm literally watching an episode of it right
I
now.
fill you up with coconut. I spray your face
This
with
is-
coconut cream
this is
pies.
terrible. Well,
Jesus
okay.
Christ, what the fuck?
It looks-
What are
They
those
fucking
lyrics?
say that. I fill your love with like coconut cream pies. He says that to Candy.
Jesus
I'm like, okay,
Christ.
this can't be an
Yeah.
accident.
Drop it down. It's good.
No.
Rio
Country's gotta be-
Blitzy in the chat says, "I'd shower you in coconut cream
Oh,
pies."
but yeah.
Is
Which
the-
is
is the
debatably
chorus.
worse.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
would
in
argue
fact
worse. Let me read a couple donos too. Green Mountain gets a $5 saying, "To me, forgettable means it's not bad, but no one remembers it. Just my opinion, though." Yeah, I think that's how we're using the category. As well as another $2 saying, "In other words, ARMS is good to me, anyways." Yes.
How do you like putting tiers within tiers? Are you these people?
Plans within plans?
Oh, I am
Like-
that person. Yes.
Does Donkey Kong Country have to go out above Advance Wars then? Or do we care?
Oh,
no.
I like
care.
yeah.
that's it.
I'm
I
fucking
think
pissed.
that's the thing. If you do it at the end.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And Smartnote gifted 100 bits saying Donkey Kong Country is technically a spin-off. Yes. All right, let's move on from this. Dr. Mario.
Where did this man get his medical degree?
Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers. How many games are in this
Gosh, I don't
franchise
respect.
nowadays?
Enough.
3 or 4?
Is it 2?
Too many. Listen, Banger, one singular song.
Yeah.
I would rather die than have to play this game right now.
It's a bad Tetris game.
Give me.
It is.
It's a
it
bad
is
Puyo
bad
Puyo
Tetris.
game. Give me Puyo Puyo.
It's bad Puyo.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll say Nintendon't for this fucking game.
I was gonna say Nintendon't because if we put the Mario in Time has to go in Nintendon't too. All the other Mario is missing.
Those aren't on this list.
We're not even going to talk about
God bless.
those. Those aren't franchises. Those are just fucking weird.
Chill Theme is good though.
Okay.
Chill Theme is actually good.
Yeah, we're set with Dr. Mario being a thing Nintendo should not have done.
Hey,
Like-
they can do it. Maybe not 3 times.
I'd rather play Yoshi's fucking Cookie than Dr. Mario. Come on. Okay, next, Elite Beat Agent / Owendon.
Phil, you're right.
This
Hell yeah.
is hard for me to not just be like, it's fucking super tier. Let's go, baby. Because it's fucking amazing.
What is it?
It's
It's Os.
yeah.
This is the like rhythm game on the DS series.
If it's not Dance Dance Revolution, we don't care about the rhythm games.
It's-
All right?
Oh, that's
Rhythm
not-
fucking
that's wild.
forgettable.
That's not true.
I mean, like,
I would put this, Zach, at least good. This is at
Zach.
oh, this is at least amazing.
Zach.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, you got to as best as you can without bias
Uh-huh.
and your childhood nostalgia.
Absolutely.
In comparison to other
What
rhythm
is it?
games around
Oh,
that have
yeah.
been released since that,
Oh, yeah.
they're better than
Genuinely,
generally.
it does it does things that any other rhythm game does not do, with like the story and the comedy and everything else. That being said, they only made one of these to come to the West because it sold like dog shit.
There you go. They don't have
The
rhythm over
irony,
here.
the
Fucking
irony is
super
like one
tier,
of the
baby.
biggest.
Let's go! Come on, fucking! You guys are idiots. Why didn't you buy this
Not
game?
a chance. Not a chance. Get it out of there. Animal Crossing's spitting on it. Disgusting.
I feel like it is hard to put it in super tier when only one person played it.
I cannot justify it being in super tier.
On top of amazing, no, okay, I'll put it.
No.
It does. It genuinely does deserve to be an amazing though, and I will not remove my foot.
like,
on that.
If it deserved it, it'd be there. I don't know.
Just from my time playing
It
OS,
is
which
there,
is a free knockoff of Elite Beat Agents, basically. OS is amazing.
And yes, Sophie points out, plug the video.
Pronounced
Hey,
OS, but yes.
If you don't know anything about Elite Beat Agents or Owendon, me and Sophie have played all of them. Sophie even translated the first 2 games, which are Japanese exclusive. So go check those out. I'll include a link up here. Boom.
Don't worry, there'll be other times where people are gonna want to put some things higher.
That's fair,
and
that's
they
fair.
might, no, it might be coming up soon. I'm not gonna mention it. It's obviously F-Zero.
Jason loves Excite Bike.
Jason loves Excite.
Hey, man, fuck Excite Bike, right? Like, can I say that?
Absolutely
I mean,
fuck exciting.
It's a mini game in other games. That's
I
the
was gonna
legacy
say, I
of
feel like I
Excite
played
Bike.
it so many times in a dozen other games.
Yeah,
I
Excite
played
Bike has been downgraded to a mini game in other games. That's all
namely
Excite
Animal
Bike
Crossing.
is. Yes, namely Animal Crossing. No one would know what Excite Bike is if not for Animal Crossing,
Also-
or if they're over a certain age.
Title card theme, absolutely banger. Absolutely. Fucking great.
Add a trophy in Smash Brothers. That's an accomplishment here nowadays.
Huge.
Wow.
Huge.
Yeah, put that in Nintendo.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the thing where, like, maybe it should be forgettable, but, like,
No,
I
Nintendo.
actively
bias
dislike it
against-
enough that
Where's
I don't.
where's the balloon game where you fly as a balloon guy?
Oh, Balloon Fighters?
Fight?
Yeah.
Almost put that on this list, but
I would put
fuck
that in
that.
Nintendon't.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Okay. I guess shout out to Excite Bike. You did make the first, like, create your own level in a game, which is cool, but fuck Excite Bike. Fire Emblem franchise none of us have played, so I think it goes in forgettable.
F for forgettable.
You just said what the name was, and I've already forgotten it.
Jason, do you want to pop up for this, or do we just like
Can't,
include
man,
a
it
link
would
to your
take fucking
channel?
years, dude.
Okay,
I
well,
played this game for fucking years of my life, probably at this rate.
yeah.
Jeez. I don't know. It really depends. Like, I obviously know where I want to put it, but I could see arguments like half the games haven't been released to the West. They're remaking them slowly but surely.
That doesn't matter. You know.
I don't think
Right.
there's an argument against it.
Some games
I think it's a pretty good argument.
offer different, like some are more strategic. The thing I like about this series, though, probably the easiest is how accessible as a strategy game it really is for maybe not some of the newer ones, but even Three Houses drew people in for different reasons. But GBA ones they're strategic, but like their base floor is not bad. So like it's not where I have to go to Skya and have to know like five things that are coming out of Volcano and like be able to play them.
You don't
They're
need a
surprisingly
spreadsheet open to play this.
they're surprisingly accessible, is what I would say for strategic purposes, and they offer
I
something
think all
beyond
the Fire
just.
Emblem games are, yeah.
They want to make your units care for your units. Now they do it in some obnoxious ways.
I was gonna say that might be a little too. I saw somebody blowing on their units, and I was like,
Yeah.
maybe this is not the game for me.
All right, we do not need to talk about that part of Fates. It was
weird.
actually one of the worst things Nintendo's ever done.
I will say this too, with Zach in presence, that both of these games are both Fire Emblem 4 and Chrono Trigger are both better RPGs than the original Final Fantasy VII. Fight me. Fire Emblem 4 is extremely underrated as an RPG. So
Well, yeah, it hasn't been released in the
Right,
West.
correct.
So it's
That's
hard
the
for
obno-
people
that's
to
the
play
obnoxious-
it and
So,
know.
so obviously, three people
I know where I wanna
really
put
love
it.
this franchise. I like this franchise. Rob is here as well.
the thing is, I
Does
will
this
say
make
this
it to
too.
Super? Is the
Here's
only
another
question.
last thing I will say. It is now one of their, like it or not, it is one of their main franchises. It's probably a top 5 franchise, maybe
I think,
top 6.
I think it's a B-list franchise for them. Like
I do not think it's B anymore, my friend.
I
After
think-
Three Houses,
after
Engage,
Three Houses, it's an A-list franchise.
it is A-list, unfortunately.
Oh, but then they followed it with Engage, so like I don't know.
But
Still sold well. They have
Yeah,
their best mobile game is now a Fire Emblem game. This is A-list.
they're
Yeah, this is an A-list franchise for Nintendo now.
by A-list
okay.
you mean super tier or amazing tier?
Super tier, no question about it. This game revolutionized strategy games in the West. This series is amazing.
it's
Jason will try to be
I can't-
reserved. Jason will try to be reserved on it, and I respect that. I won't be. This is a super tier franchise.
Yeah,
It's incredible. It's a fucking incredible franchise. Not as much as Jason. I've played so many of these games 10+ times.
it minimum has to be
so
the same
fucking
tier
good.
at Advance Wars, and I think it's better than Advance
It's better than
Wars,
Advance Wars.
so-
Oh,
Super tier franchise.
easily super tier. This is like one of the only franchises
three
on this
supers.
list that I have actively played every single game released
Yeah.
in the West.
I
Yeah,
have to be
except
a
A
little
couple of
reserved
the
because
ones
my mind
not
would melt.
released in the West.
And I get Jason. I respect that. Me and David are going to step in here and just
My mind would literally dissolve into fucking dust. I can't do anything.
Okay, there we go. Second super tier game, Fire Emblem. Congratulations, Nintendo. And what are they called?
Intelligent
fucking
Systems.
Intelligent systems. I almost said Systems Intelligence, and I was like, that's not the name.
I mean, it's close though.
Yeah. Oh fuck. What a
Well, it might
rough
be
one to
forgettable
follow that.
according to hey, they had a new game in the series though.
F-Zero.
Okay.
Dude, the
F-Zero
F,
101 or whatever.
the F in F-Zero stands for forgettable.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. You might have to.
It's the thing where...
Do we put it?
Hey.
Do we put it in forgettable because Nintendo forgot about it?
Can
Yes.
Even though like we didn't.
can I run by something too? Again, for its peers, is F-Zero better than the kart racers it's around? Like honest
No.
question. I don't think
Probably
it is.
It's not a
not.
kart racer, though.
No,
Yeah,
but like I know, but like a racer, like
No, Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart's way better.
if
than
I'm
this.
picking, if you're telling me if I go to the store, we got to pick up a racer. I'm not picking up fucking Diddy Kong. I'm not picking up goddamn Mario Kart. I'm not picking up Crash racers. I'm not picking up Cruisin'. Like I know it's solid at what it does, but like, am I picking this game out of its peers?
I mean, out of
Especially even
those,
in
I
Nintendo.
would pick
For
it
me-
over Cruisin'.
The most
Yeah.
the most comparable series is maybe like Burnout in terms of like the arcadey racing, but it's so fast and so stylized and
It is.
genuinely good. Like F-Zero is
You're right.
good.
It's better than the pod
But-
racing game than Nintendo.
yeah,
pod
F-Zero,
racing.
like the N64 and the GameCube ones are honestly, they are great
Oh my
games.
God,
I
yeah,
really
F-Zero
do
GX.
enjoy them.
Incredible.
But I still
What
have to
is-
put this
even
in
Super
forgettable
Nintendo?
because it
Captain
died.
Falcon is a
it-
Smash Brothers character.
Yeah.
He's not even a fucking F-Zero
right.
character.
Yeah, if your main character isn't even your character anymore, you have to be forgettable.
Made more appearances in other games than your franchise.
Yeah.
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 Shout out to Ice Climbers.
Again,
They only had
So
one game.
sad.
Listen, I don't feel bad
It's
because
sad.
we gave F-Zero its flowers. We said they made a lot of good games.
It's a good
They
game,
made
but
two
the
good
problem
games.
is, Nintendo just in comparison to some other things. it's just-
Yeah, Nintendo made better racing games and decided to stick with those.
Yeah. And hey,
They do
look,
that a
the chat 100% voted to agree that it should go in forgettable.
I
So
love you, Capcom.
I'll take that.
Hey, it gave us
Um,
Captain Falcon.
I love you, Big Blue.
Banger music too, but yeah.
Banger
Oh, F-Zero music's so good.
Hey, Game and Watch.
Hey, remember how
Old
we
game
just
is
said
old.
your
So-
characters are now Smash characters?
Yeah,
This game
that's-
sucks.
Yeah. I don't.
I guess for
really-
its time, it was good.
Ooh,
What
can
it
we,
did.
hold on. Do
I
we
don't-
really want to say Nintendon't for this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
They're their own little, like, playables that were cool.
Is it
but
good for its
not-
time, though?
Like,
I guess it doesn't
like,
matter.
You could put me stuck on a deserted island and be like, here is a Mr. Game and Watch to entertain you while you wait for rescue.
But it's not.
I'd throw it in your face. I'd be like, you sick fuck. I'd rather watch a fucking coconut
It
fall
is-
off a tree than play this
Chrono Wars has
goddamn
probably got a
piece
good
of
point.
shit.
It might be a poor man's WarioWare at this point.
It's
That's
like
a
a...
No.
perfect way of
It's
putting
a,
it.
not a
Absolutely.
poor man's WarioWare. It's the poorest man's WarioWare. This dude's never. You got two buttons. You got one button. It's nothing.
It
It's
is not.
one game.
I like the package game where you had to put the things on the conveyor belts a little bit.
You know how they joke about, like, you know, if you could bring back a Dorito to like a pilgrim and it'd like blow their minds.
Yeah.
You could bring back Mr. Game Watch and they'd still be like, it's all right.
actually, I'm gonna
play
blow
Boot
up.
Stick.
Actually, I'm gonna buy a house or build a house instead.
If you brought this back Colonial Soda, they'd be like, I got some farming to do. I'll pass on this one. You guys.
Actually,
Right,
beat
that
me
was
with
really good.
the perk switch again, please, father.
I had to go get beaten by my father. It's better than Mr. Game & Watch.
We're good. We're Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
just play it. Yeah, just
Okay,
go. Go
great,
on.
cool.
Go on.
Jesus, get us out of here.
Golden Sun. Only two
Oh,
games.
Yeah.
I didn't
Loved.
play any of these, unfortunately.
God, the
I
problem
It's
is
the game I've played.
if we follow the F-Zero rules, I fucking love this series, but Nintendo gave up on it.
Yeah.
But we could say the same
I've
thing
never
about
heard of it.
Earthbound, which is coming down too, which I don't want to do.
True.
No, Nintendo re-released Mother 3
Oh
in
my
Japan.
God.
Alright, my only take on Golden Sun is I've played one of them. I played Golden Sun Dark
So
Dawn,
good. They're
Oh,
good.
and
second
it
one.
is yeah, no, I don't know. I just like happened like, oh, this looks like an interesting game. I'm gonna play it.
They are
It had,
very
like,
good
a-
games.
It had like a monster collecting part to it too. I would say it's a good game, and that's the end of my. I have never had any desire to go back and play it, but it was good, and that's the end of my care on this franchise.
Pridge, I think you're 100% dead on. This franchise gets looked back on with such rose-tinted glasses, and it is really good. These are more than competent JRPGs. For a Game Boy Advance game, they had really, really cool art styles. The world building is interesting. Jin are like a big part of how you use magic and everything like that. But I think at the end of the day, they're just like pretty 8 out of 10 JRPGs.
I mean, it's good then, though.
I mean,
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't think it's amazing.
I'm fine with that.
It's got to be good at minimum, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Do you
It
feel
sounds
stronger
like
about it,
it's
Jason? To put it
No.
higher than it's good? Okay,
No.
then I think we're in the
It
right
sounds
spot.
like it's
I can't fight amazing because I think, like I said, the problem is there are.
I don't think
stuff
it
that
hangs.
Yeah,
I don't think it hangs in a
Yeah, it's not
Which
gonna
is-
hang with the competition when that
which is
starts to get more
sad.
filled up.
Agreed.
It stings a little bit, but yeah.
Hey, this kind of sucks because Wes isn't here. I think Wes is the only person on Save Data Team that's played the good Kid
The
Icarus
newest
game.
one? Yeah. 2014, by the way. I think
The
it's
fact that
newest
you have to
game.
preface that with the good Kid Icarus game doesn't lead me to confidence.
Also,
There's only 3 games in the series, right?
I think it's only 2.
I
The
thought there was
NES one and then the 3DS one.
I thought there
And
was.
then there's Super
there's a-
Smash Bros. Melee, I think, is also a Kid Icarus game.
Yeah,
This has got to go.
Is it
Oh,
just
man.
the 2?
I'm
thought it was
sure.
3.
I don't think there's a third
I
game.
thought it was.
hold
I'm
on.
wrong.
Kid Icarus,
looking.
Kid
It got
Icarus,
3.
Abyssal
It got 3.
Monsters, and Kid Icarus Uprising.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's the other one?
There is a Game
There's
Boy
Kid
game
Icarus.
called Kid Icarus.
Yeah,
of
there's a
Myths and
Game Boy
Monsters.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say good because it's carried by one game.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I would love to sit here and say it's forgettable. 100% of the people voting in chat said it should go in good. And carried on the goodwill of people who like this game, sure.
It's so weird because looking back on it, just as a previous example, I'm saying we should switch. F-Zero did have good games though, just like Kid Icarus did too. So like, is it not? It's good because of that.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't think this can go and it's good, man. This is such a franchise that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I think it's a franchise that has 3 games, but technically only has 1 game. And I think
it's also not. That's
Listen, I'm not gonna fight that. If Wes was here, he would, but he's not.
he's not.
Hey, it's Kirby time.
okay. This covers a lot of weird things.
Man,
a lot of games.
Kirby has so many really good games
it's gonna
and
have to be-
so much absolute garbage.
Yeah, it might be the biggest dichotomy in good games and bad games. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's a big category here.
But it's certainly not forgettable, and again, I
No.
can't put it in Nintendon't because it
Yeah.
has some amazing
Oh,
games.
absolutely not.
But, like, so it's
No,
just
no,
deciding
no.
where do those good and bad games even out on the good or
Yeah.
amazing scale.
This has got to be
Do
amazing
we,
for me.
do we
minimum.
want to limit it to like the mainline Kirby games and not like the
This
side
is too big of a.
stuff?
This is way too big of fucking.
I think
thing.
Yeah,
even,
like-
even if you say mainline, there's so many fucking games.
Yeah, I just mean like getting rid of like the fucking multiplayer games, the eating games, the cooking games, like all that other shit that's generally not good.
The ones that are kind of more mini gamey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all kind of suck. I'm sorry if you like those games, but they suck.
It's the thing
Yeah, I
that,
kind of agree. I kind of agree that we can like discount shit like what is this? Blowout
Kirby's-
Blast or whatever. That's just
That's what I do on
standard
Tuesday.
That doesn't
What
sound
the
like a
fuck?
game. That sounds like a
Or
deal.
Dream
I don't know.
Player.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm just thinking
I
like
agree.
Dreamland, Superstar,
I mean,
Nightmare Before Dreamland. all
My
that stuff.
my minimum is amazing at minimum because of the quality of games. That's minimum.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I agree because shit like Forgotten
Yep,
Land
yep,
and
yep.
64
Yeah, yep.
are such good games. Air Ride,
I would
The
put
newest
it
game
in
was good, too, as
to
well, too.
amazing.
Epic
I played
Yarn.
Epic Yarn. Yeah.
Epic Yarn is also low key slaps pretty damn hard.
I think I would go amazing for Kirby. I don't think I would.
I would
super.
I would go amazing.
There's
I would-
so many games that I'm like, man, I'm not gonna pay fucking $70 or $60 for this. Like, for like 4 hours of pretty good gameplay.
I'm trying to think of my.
But
I'd
like,
definitely go
but,
good
like,
to amazing.
Superstar, genuinely one of the best Super Nintendo games, and that's saying a lot.
So good.
Kirby Air Ride, if you're counting it, is one of the best games in the GameCube.
Oh, we're counting it.
Uh,
It gets to go in.
It's
I wasn't
consistently-
since it's a spin-off,
It's
but that's-
consistently good to sometimes great. I think they're always doing
This-
cool, fun things with it.
This just has to be amazing. Again, so many. Like you can have some clunkers, but
Mhm.
like there's so many good games in this franchise.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
amazing
I
Kirby.
like amazing for
Yeah.
it. I think it could be super if it
yeah,
didn't have so much.
it bogs
stuff.
down. Yeah, it's
yeah,
not even a
yeah,
category.
I
Which might happen.
I can't put it in super.
There's,
but I think
there's gonna be
it's
another one I
amazing.
think that happens to later in this fucking thing.
There's
Get
just
there.
so many where they're like, we just gotta keep making Kirby games all the time.
Yeah.
Like you don't, you can just stop for a little bit.
Marina Mountain also gets its jealous saying, what about F-Zero's 99? It's new. They didn't forget.
Yeah,
Didn't that
see?
game already
Oh,
get
that was-
pulled
was it-
from online?
Well, they always do that.
They
the
pull
99
everything.
games are
I
only
know.
up for a
Remember,
year.
remember when they had Fire Emblem available for like 6 months? You fucking jackasses!
Oh,
Burn
yeah.
the fucking god,
Yeah,
Damn it.
weird Nintendo decisions, man.
god damn it, man!
Remember when they announced Fire Emblem like 7 was on Nintendo Switch Online? Everyone was hyped, and then we were like, "Oh, Japan got 6. They still didn't localize it. Eat shit."
Okay, Luigi's Mansion.
I didn't play any of these games.
I also have not.
Oh, really?
Wait, really? Am I the only one?
No, I've
I thought I was
played two
I was
of them.
waiting for somebody else.
Um,
Go ahead,
I-
Zach. You start first.
Luigi's Mansion is such an interesting franchise. It's really unique.
They only have 2 or 3 games.
They have three.
Three.
And they're about to re-release the second one on the Switch. It's the thing where, like, personally, I think I'd put it in and it's good. Like, I enjoy these games. Would I ever be like, oh man, it's as good as Kirby? Like, no.
No, the first one I like. I didn't play the Switch one, which is a bummer because I had co-op. I wanted to see how that did with the goo, like the green
Luigi, baby.
My older brother played it with his girlfriend, which he said it was pretty fine. So I mean, it's probably just it's good. I don't think it's anything special.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I guess I technically played like 15 minutes of 3. But...
Luigi. Yeah.
It's Ouija time. Hey, let's talk about Mario in general. This is
Super tier.
So is this Super Mario like the Mario World
Mario
games, or does this include 60 like the 3D one?
This is 2D and 3D.
and 3D Mario.
But then it's got to be super automatically then.
Then it has to be super automatically.
The tier is named after him.
Yeah. It's the
Put
thing
him
where,
at the
like,
top of it.
hey,
It's named after the
If
Super
you had like
Nintendo,
if
to
you had
be
the
frank.
if you had the platformers, even then they'd probably both be super.
Yeah, no. Honestly, if you were just doing the
They split 'em
2D and just the
apart.
3D, they might still both be super.
Yeah.
like, here's the
Yes.
thing. Do I want to sit here and be like, sure, there are some that aren't as good as others?
Yeah, bro. Like,
Absolutely.
You
But
have-
at the
you have
end of the
masterpieces.
day,
You have
this
literally
motherfucker
masterpieces
put
in
video
that.
games on the map.
Yeah, on average, you're sitting a bunch of 8.5s or better.
Yeah.
Like, more often than not, you're sitting 8.5 or better.
The only
Unless-
argument-
Unless you're Princess Peach's Showtime, which somehow got a 75 and ruined me in fantasy. Thanks.
Damn.
I've not heard great things about that.
Damn it!
That was all.
It was. I hope it's a new franchise.
I think
new
the
franchise.
only argument you could make against this series is the 2D ones specifically, like after
Watch
World fell off for
Watch
a while.
it. Oh, I don't
and
know
they came
about that,
back.
my friend.
I just mean like I feel like not a ton of people played, and like I don't hear a lot about the 2D ones.
Yeah.
And then it kind of came back.
They were busy kicking ass. The 3D ones is probably.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
and like that's still like, oh, you could argue that maybe 2D is amazing, but still like you'd have to argue it down.
But then the 2D ones
you'd have
came
to
back
argue
with the ones that came
Yeah.
back on like GameCube and Wii and new Super Mario.
like,
Bros.
you have
and
to
all that
argue Super Mario 2D down from Super to amazing. So
You get
like,
4 people
there's
fucking
just-
vying for that crown on
Yeah.
the new Super Mario Brothers. Holy shit!
Yeah. Hey, listen. You're watching this video, you know about fucking Mario games. Like, you don't need to tell us to tell you why they're good or bad. Like,
you know,
Unless
Super
you're Mario
is super.
Sunshine, which some people hate on this panel. I don't know.
yeah.
So Sunshine's bad.
It's not great to play, but the aesthetic of it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It's got some great highlights, but it's definitely the weakest 3D Mario.
Yes. Undeniably. Next up, Mario and Luigi RPG series.
Oh, this is a tough one. Because I have to rate it against Paper Mario, essentially.
Here's the
I think
thing. Here's the thing, Jason. I think we actually kind of have to talk about them in the same vein because they are so tied together, similar.
They're basically like sister series.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I will have to rank Mario and Luigi higher than Paper Mario because consistently they have better games.
So the highs of Paper Mario
Are
are
higher, undeniably.
completely higher. There's no way. I don't think that's arguable. There have been some bad Mario and Luigi games. I think it's not the one after Inside story. So there's Time, then Inside, and then the one after. I don't think it's that.
Superstar Saga?
No, that's first.
Oh.
There's a fourth one. I don't remember what it is. Pretty forgettable. It might be Paper Jam.
Yeah.
The problem is Paper Mario after Super, which took a completely different direction, still a great game, fell off a little bit. I still think there are some games that are underrated. Color Splash, I think Sticker Star is terrible, but I think Color Splash isn't that bad. And then
Yeah.
I heard
you play-
Origami King was also...
Yeah, did you
it's
play
Origami King's not that bad either. So it's
It
weird.
has some cool things to it, for sure.
Yeah, it has some good things about it.
Again, a lot of people are like, yeah, but the combat is the worst part of it. And I will agree with them. And in an RPG, that's kind of a problem. But it's still a really fun game.
So here's the problem. Where do you rate the one for having, I think, legitimately 3 to 4 good solid games of RPGing? Is it amazing? Probably. I think it's amazing, the Paper Mario and Luigi series, but
I mean,
I could see people being it's good. I could see the argument for that.
I would because of the amount of clunkers in it, I would put Paper
For Mario and
to-
Luigi?
I would put Mario and Luigi above Paper Mario, and I would put Paper Mario in its good. And that hurts me, Jason. I love the OG Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door.
I'm looking. I think Super Paper Mario is underrated. I think it's actually a really great game. It's just not a good. It's not. It's hard.
They're doing different.
It literally doesn't have. It's so weird. I think they both have to go in amazing if I were to vote, but I don't know. I think they both do things that are. I think one is better, but it's really tricky. I think I'd vote both amazing, but that again, I don't know if the rest of the panel.
I could put them both in amazing. Does anybody else have any opinions on it?
That's the problem.
I've played, I think, the first Paper Mario, and it was a great game.
Really
That's unfortunately the end of my expertise on this. It's just the one that I emulated a few years back was a great game.
From like the outside, it does sound like Paper Mario has 2 amazing games, and the rest are kind of just good. So
I actually think
from
Super
the
Paper Mario
outside,
is an amazing game. It just doesn't. It's hard to. It's weird. It's a weird.
It's hard
game.
to. Yeah, it's hard to.
It's literally not the same like combat. It's like its own. It's an RPG. Like the other one is too, but it's not like a combat. It's such a strange game.
Let's. You know what? I'm willing to concede because of my love for Thousand Year Door. We'll put them both in amazing and move on.
I think it has 3 good games. I think the rest of the games in It's Good do not. We'll say it like that.
Yeah. Mario Kart.
oh, this is
one also
easily
goes super.
Easily super.
I
2.
agree.
8 alone,
love-
and 64 and Double Dash alone.
I would love to act like I'm
As
better
we go
than Mario
75% of the
Kart,
games.
but I think Mario Kart does
It's
have
not
to go in
75,
super.
The only bad Mario Kart game was the mobile one. Every other Mario Kart
What, are you gonna
game
say
has
that-
been
is that-
fucking banger.
Oh, the mobile
DS
one.
phone,
The DS
yeah.
one was great. I love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That one's
no,
really
I'm
good.
talking the phone one.
Okay.
Mario Kart Tour or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah.
I still think of
Exactly.
handheld as mobile games.
Yeah,
Uh,
but like
hey,
the DS
hey.
one's great, the Wii one's great.
The shout out I want to
GameCube
do
ones
is
are great. Like they're all
Diddy
great.
Kong 64 is better than Mario Kart 64.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You can have one. Sure.
I'm not
Yes!
gonna argue against
Yeah.
that.
We won once. The series is dead though. Who cares?
Oh yeah, no, this is super. The 3 I've played the
Yeah.
most are the N64, Double Dash, and 8, and they're all superb games.
Even going back to the Super Nintendo one it's so good for the time.
Super Nintendo,
Yeah,
what's
I don't mind
it.
For the time, it was good. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't go
fine,
back
but
and play it, but for the time,
Fuck
it
me
slapped.
to replay that game. You're watching this video. You don't need for us to tell you why Mario Kart's good or bad. Like,
Dude, 8's
is
still
what it is.
kicking. It's crazy.
It's
It's
still
good.
so
It's
fucking
GTA
good.
5ing, man.
so much money
Yeah.
for Nintendo.
That's why they haven't made a Mario Kart 9. Because why would you fucking do that?
Yeah, why?
Switch 2, baby, Mario Kart.
Which
9?
yeah, which 2 they probably will.
Yeah. Next one's gonna be interesting. Mario Party.
I had
so many good, so many
many
bad.
bad.
I had a weird pitch for this. I want to run by you guys and see if you're down
okay.
for this. This game is the ultimate. I want to get my friends playing like a multiplayer game. They don't really play that many games, but we'll put them in this game, and anybody can play. You can take it as seriously as you want it or not.
Any
Just
motherfucker
put
in
people.
the world can play Mario Party.
Anybody can play it.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah,
can win it. You can get it's like the lowest barrier for like gaming, like almost on this list. It's like, dude, just click buttons.
Yeah.
I think
And
the
they'll tell
only
you
one
how to play
lower
for each
might
thing.
be Mario Kart, which we just did.
Yeah, maybe Mario Kart too. But
Yeah.
anybody can win. The way I was saying is anybody can win it.
Yeah.
It's like
And
a lot
it's
of it.
the thing where like you have to look at the dog shit ones that completely changed up the fucking systems that everyone was like, why are you doing this, Nintendo? And they kept making like 3 more games in that style, and you're like, what are you doing? Just give us the old school Mario Party games.
Yeah.
And then they did.
How many of those do you think there are in the series though, as a whole?
How many good ones?
No. Like of the
Bad ones.
the bad ones,
Oh.
stinkers.
Probably.
I think there's only 2 or 3.
I think there's probably 4.
Okay, I think the ones on
And we've-
GameCube at worst you can just say are blah, but like I don't think they're bad. I think
Oh
they're
yeah,
just
I
average.
think the Wii ones are fucking where it got fucking trash.
Oh yeah, the one where you ride in a with all
the
4
cart
people.
together. Yeah,
I hate
was-
that
Why
one
did they do
so
that? And that was 2 games. That was 2 full games where they were like, yeah, we're gonna stick to this mechanic.
This is
new
gonna
one
be
was
tricky
good.
This is gonna be tricky to rate because it's got a lot of games in the series though.
Yeah,
got the Kirby
it's,
problem.
it's
but I don't
either
think
it's good. Could it make amazing?
either- It's
I
good
don't-
or amazing.
I think I'm gonna put it in good. If
I
had
would
to-
say again, different vibes, but there's not when we get to other multiplayer games, there's going to be other multiplayer games like Get and Amazing that I would play over playing Mario Party. That's
yeah. I would.
Yeah, I'd put this in. It's good.
Okay. Fine with that. Speaking of bunch of Mario spin-offs we're going to go through here, Mario Golf.
Right.
Good.
Dude. First one's okay, or pretty solid. Toadstool Tour is fucking awesome.
It's
I
good.
love that fucking game.
It's almost like every one of the best of these games is all on the GameCube.
It's on the GameCube, which it's crazy how that works. If only we recognize the amazingness of this system.
Yelling at Chris into the void, yeah.
The last one did kind of suck. Not suck, but it was a
Wait,
disappointment.
really?
It didn't suck. It's just
It just wasn't great.
It was a disappointment.
Just not the GameCube one.
Hey, you can speed golf.
It's literally every sports game in the last like 5 years has been so whatever.
Yeah,
That I'm
soccer
like,
one was bad,
man,
too.
I'm
Strike
so
is
mad that I
really,
paid full
really
price for this game.
New one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mario
Dude.
Golf is good for me. It's just
It's good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these sports ones are just going to end up.
It's good.
I think so,
Carried
too.
by one game.
I think the
I have
only one that
particular
has a
love for the next
chance
one.
of making
Wait,
it
tennis?
into amazing is tennis.
Yeah.
It could
I
be Strikers
fucking
too. Could be
love-
Strikers too.
Fucking love
I don't think
Mario
it's gonna be
Tennis.
Strikers
Hey, fun fact about the original tennis, which should put it into amazing. It's the first game with Waluigi in it.
It's true.
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 Also, it had really cool integration with the Game Boy Mario Tennis
Yeah.
game, where you could take your character from the Game Boy one and like upload it into the N64 one, which was cool
game-
as shit.
The GameCube tennis is also really good too. We caught
and also the
GameCube tennis.
GameCube tennis is
The
the best.
GameCube tennis is still the video game where if someone told me you have to beat someone in a video game or you die, Mario Tennis is what I'm playing them in.
Oh shit.
If someone's like, you have to beat someone in a video game where I will shoot you, I'm challenging them to Mario Tennis.
Wow.
I could fucking play any character against any character on the hardest difficulty, and I knew how to win. Played
Wow.
that game way too fucking
Hey,
much.
I'd also argue that without Mario Tennis, Daisy, she's in Mario Golf and other stuff too, and the original game that she came from, but nobody even remembers
Yeah.
because she had to get saved. But she's also partners with the Peach, so
For Peach for tennis, yeah, dude.
Yep.
Put this in amazing, man. Put it in
I'm
amazing.
okay with amazing.
Come on.
Fuck it.
I'll put this one in amazing because I love the
I will
game.
say-
it's the best.
so
It's
much.
probably the best collective sport.
I will say like even the most recent tennis game, while it definitely is not as good as the past tennis games, I still played a lot with this. At the time, I was living with Wes, and we would go online and do co-op against each
Yeah,
other
they're
against
great.
people.
Yeah.
That was genuinely
Hell yeah.
really fucking fun.
Hell yeah.
Even if the single player mode kind of sucked for that game.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Super Mario Strikers. It's good.
It's
I
okay.
didn't play Strikers.
It is not the worst sports franchise
No.
out of all of these that is
No.
coming up. The baseball one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baseball
Agreed.
one.
Unfortunately, Rob, I say that with loving
yeah.
for the original one.
I mean, that's
The,
okay.
the Wii Strikers I really fucking like. The GameCube one's alright. Again, the Wii one Super Strikers I really like a lot. And then the newest one I was disappointed with. So it's
Everyone
Agreed.
was disappointed
Yeah.
with the new one, yeah.
So I've only played one of this game, and I actually kind of for Strikers. I only played one. I actually kind of hated it.
Which one was
really?
it? The GameCube one?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Probably the Wii or the GameCube one. I just remember hating it. Probably because I don't. Probably because no soccer game has ever compared to FIFA '97.
That's such a specific choice.
Specifically 97.
It gets you angry. We need that too. We need that.
But like, I'm not gonna use that to judge the entire Super Mario Strikers series as a
it-
whole.
It's the most violent sports series.
It's, I mean, the
so
fact that Waluigi does
It's fun.
NFL Extreme is
insane.
It's
in the
also
bag.
and also Daisy says hot stuff and pinches her ass,
Yeah.
which is fucking wild.
Yeah.
And,
Okay, now I'm
and
interested.
sizzles her ass off. It's so fucking weird.
The common sentiment is a lot of us have a soft spot in our hearts for this franchise, but I wouldn't put it in amazing. So,
Good
Correct.
personality on the characters. though, I
oh
will say
yeah,
that.
undeniably. Superstar Baseball Mario.
The debate is if it's forgettable or it's good. It only has 2 games in the series, right? I think at this rate.
Pretty sure.
Think so.
Sluggers and the first one. The first one's great. Sluggers is a bit of a disappointment.
Sluggers is the Wii one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Here's the thing.
The game-
Very fun. Like we're saying with a lot of the Mario sports games. I will agree that it is unfortunately the weakest. It doesn't mean that it's bad by any stretch of the
No.
imagination.
I'm debating whether or not to put it as unforgettable, and I love the first one a lot. The problem is there's only literally one game in the series I like. The Sluggers one I don't really like too much.
I'll go to bat for Sluggers, no pun intended.
Okay.
I had a good time with that.
The pun was intended. Don't lie.
It was, but I'm not going to be mad about it going to forgettable.
They also picked the worst person to voice strikes and balls in the. It's
that voice is
so
terrible.
Fucking bad.
You're not wrong. That voice is terrible.
Also, you can't field, and your like guys sometimes run the wrong way. They're more fun to bat than field in that game, as always.
I'll put it forgettable.
Pitching is
That's fine.
yeah.
Mario and Rabbids. Mario
David,
Plus
take it
Rabbids.
away, man. David, take
You guys
it
all
away.
played this, right?
Did you
the
not
first
play
one.
these, Jason?
I only played a bit of the first one.
Oh, shit.
I thought you would have jived with these ones.
No. But we
Mario
played on
Plus
stream together.
Rabbids, super fun, very good, like approachable XCOM that takes kind of all the, basically takes the most annoying part of XCOM, that is hit percentage, out and simplifies it to like you either have 0, 50, or 100% chance to hit.
Yeah.
But these games are cool. The narrative sucks, but like everything else about them is very fun. The second one added a lot of super cool mechanics that I really liked. Again, narratively, not good at all.
Yeah.
Either of them, they're nothing. But they're fun. I'd just put them into good. They're solid.
Yeah. From what I played, I liked them.
Yeah.
But it was not much.
I think
It sounds terrible on paper, like somebody said, but it works.
There's two games. There's two games.
Yeah.
As long as both of them are solid, I can't know on the second one. I didn't play it enough.
Second one's better than the first one. So like,
okay,
yeah.
well then that's
Agreed.
actually how I played it. Yeah.
Had way more. They just did so much more
Okay.
with the powers and like comboing and stuff.
It's the thing where I could sneak this into amazing, but I feel
I didn't
like
think I had a
David,
chance at that. I didn't think I had a chance of getting it up there.
if you want to put it in there, I'll back you up on it.
I'm not gonna fight you guys on it. Like I said, I don't have enough expertise on
I
it.
really like the first one.
Actually, based on what else we have in good, yeah, I would probably put in amazing.
Okay, there we go.
Because that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I'm glad. I think Paper
Those are
Mario
really
and
good.
Mario
Yeah.
and Luigi are. I think they're all better than It's Good.
I think nobody expected this franchise to be good.
No.
I didn't think anybody after the first one came out. People were like, "Wow, this was actually pretty good," and then we're making a second one. And
Let's
we're
just
like,
say
"What?"
I didn't stop playing it because it was bad. I just stopped
I
playing
just
because I had
wish-
other
Yeah,
strategy
yeah.
games.
I just wish more people played the second one because I don't know that we're gonna get a third one. It sounds like it didn't sell very well.
No, I feel Gotcha. That's so rough. Gotcha. The chance is not to be controversial, but I hated the Mario Rabbids game so much. I cried. I felt bad because my mom spent so much
Oh
money on
no!
it. No, that's so tragic.
No.
They're pretty good though. Pretty good games. I get why you don't like
Oh,
it,
this-
but I liked it.
Wait, so we're not splitting this next one into two categories.
Here's the thing.
Hey,
Prince
we
brought up-
kept Mario as one.
I know,
Prince
I'm
brought
just
up-
Metroid.
I-
as
I-
one.
Metroid,
100%.
Metroid Prime,
I'm
different.
with you, but it's weird that Donkey Kong gets fucked. Because
I agree.
Hey, I also agree. It wasn't my choice.
okay,
to put
that's fine.
Donkey
No, I'm
Kong.
just making sure.
Can we just remove Donkey Kong from the list and leave Country where it is? and call it
Unfortunately,
good?
I can't. I can't take a
Yeah.
thing off the list once it's been added. So, hey, I'm probably the #1 Metroid guy on Save Data Team. I know it's not going to get into Super, and that does hurt me. But I will admit that other
Zach.
M exists.
Zach. How many other games? How many other games besides Other M before Pridge jumps in? How many other games besides Other M are not great? Just flat out, would you say?
I mean, like going back, like some of the earlier Metroids aren't great, but then like obviously Super Metroid
Fusion.
is Super Metroid's goated, Fusion's goated,
Fusion's
Metroid
goated.
Prime 1 is goated.
So goated.
Yeah.
I would also argue 2 is incredible. 3 is fine. To
What about
great.
What about the newest one that came on the Switch?
See, that's where it's going to be
Dread?
controversial. I love
Dread.
Dread. David
Dread.
fucking hated
I
Dread.
actively hated Dread.
I thought people really liked Dread.
A lot of
Most
people
people
did.
did.
Oh, most
did like Dread.
people did. I was very alone.
I like Dread a lot.
I was very alone in hating Dread.
Are any of the primes weak? Would
I
you
would say 3 is the weakest.
Okay.
3's it's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like It's mostly more of 1 and 2, but there's not really enough to
They
like
So
have
it
some
sounds-
other
elevate it.
DS ones that are kind of bad too for Metroid. that I've
Because
heard.
Zach, I actually don't mind putting this from without Pridge. I sorry I cut Pridge off, but
No,
I
you're
don't mind putting this already in Super based off that.
I would
I mean, there's an
put
entire genre named after it.
Correct, yeah.
I would
So-
put this in Super
Just let's go
because
Bridge.
Fusion is goated.
I
haven't played
voted
a
with
lot.
you.
I haven't played a lot of the older ones, but I mean, I know they're classics. Prime is goated. 2 and 3 are fine enough, and Dread's pretty good. I'd probably put it in.
This
Super.
is not going to be the only game in Super that has a dog shit fucking game in its series, which is other end. But
Yeah,
there'll be another game.
Yeah,
that
Fire
gets-
Emblem has the Shadow
Correct.
Dragon remake.
It has Shadow Dragon remake.
I mean, there are DS games from the Metroid series that I have heard are.
Oh, like what? Like the,
Yeah,
like the
they're not
Hunter
great.
ones? Like, yeah, they're not
Metroid
great.
Prime Hunters
I've heard-
is
Yeah,
shitty.
I've
I've heard enough.
dog
I've heard
shit
enough
ones, but yeah.
games that I think are great. Like even
Federation
if they're not
Force.
for me, it doesn't
Metroid
matter.
Pinball
I
is
just gotta-
goated. Fazana, that's a good one. That's a good point.
It needs to be S. It has a whole genre.
Fuck yeah. I did not think this was going to happen, so my
Well, I didn't
day
think
is
Fire
made.
Emblem was gonna hit S either. So
I got you
Okay,
back.
yeah,
I got you back.
Too many Fire Emblem fans in here for it not to get S.
Hey, this one's
I
gonna
hate
be,
that, but that's fine.
This one's going to be weird because I don't know if any of us have really played the Mii games, but Miitopia, Tamagotchi Life.
I have
Oh,
not played a
Tamagotchi
single
Life was so fun, dude.
it's not a franchise.
They're both
Isn't there only
games
I thought
one?
built around
anything kind of
game.
me.
There's more than one Miitopia.
Oh, okay. Seriously, I legitimately I didn't know if.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
I also definitely called it Tamagotchi Life and not Tamagotchi Life, which is the real name.
I up arrowed you so hard on it too.
You
I've
did.
seen somebody play like an RPG version of the
Yeah.
Miitopia.
Yeah, isn't that what Miitopia
Yeah.
is?
There was like they had like Mii's as like RPG.
Yeah,
characters.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
what
that's
Miitopia
Miitopia.
is.
Yeah.
It's fun. I would love to do a stream of it someday, but it is still a $60 game. Nintendo, why?
Nintendo, why?
But do any of us have a real dog in this fight? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna be
No.
like, let's just let it go to chat. Because I don't
I
give
mean,
a
No,
But also,
no, don't
chat
let it
might
go
put
to
in
chat.
super tier.
No, don't let it go to chat. That's a bad idea.
It was okay. It was a fun little time. If you had friends who also played it, it just elevated what the experience could be. But if you were a solo person going for it, it was just
Remember-
oh, this is fun.
Wasn't
for a couple
this
minutes.
Nintendo's first like mobile game? Was the Tamagotchi game?
Hey,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or was that the DS?
No.
No.
No, it was
Hey,
mobile.
there was
'cause
a-
I
hey,
remember
if you put it
texting friends I hadn't
above
talked to in a long
forgettable,
time.
and Wes sees this, he's gonna cry. Before
Oh, because
Kid
Kid
Icarus.
Icarus. I was like, what does Wes hate Miitopia?
No, it's Kid Icarus.
It was okay. I mean, it was popular on Twitter for a split
It's
second.
so weird that it.
Yeah.
If Rob's not back on this, and he's the only one that played it, I say forgettable.
Put it in forgettable, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of back up that.
I know chat's gonna hate that.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
mean,
y'all
listen.
love that.
It's the
We're
same thing where
canceled
like
already.
forgettable doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means I'm not like if a new one came out. Clearly, a new one came out like last year or 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I don't need to buy that.
It was a remaster.
Hey, for some reason, Mother is 2 games on his
Or
list.
some-
Don't ask me why.
Hey, do we have to meme about forgettable for this one too?
Yeah,
have to.
we have to meme about it.
I mean,
but-
hey, Nintendo didn't forget about Mother 3. They just
Bro,
forget
they're-
to localize
Yeah,
it.
but they also didn't forget about fucking F-Zero with F-Zero 99. Oh my god, these
But
guys.
they recently
I
like
know.
remastered these games, but just not 3 for America.
Haven't these games been so impactful that people have gone on to make other games that are like
Yes.
infinitely more impactful
Yes.
based off of these?
No.
Yes. Yeah, that is worth something. Is that this game's inspirational value cannot be undersold.
here's the
Right.
here-
Like
here's
every
what I-
indie game is Mother.
As,
Go ahead,
as,
Zach.
as I think me and Jason are the only people who played Mother 3 here.
Dude, 3 is so fucking good,
3 is
man.
incredible. I will also go to bat for Earthbound Mother 2. It's genuinely so ahead of its time.
It's also really good.
with
yeah.
the shit it does. It definitely feels weird to go back and play, but like the shit they did is still incredible.
It can't. It,
I would be willing to put it in amazing. but I understand if people don't.
It's
want
off.
that.
Okay, it legitimately. I would want it amazing, but it's off 2 games. I know, like even other games in amazing probably have a little bit more staying power.
I think that's okay.
Not saying like
If they're both
amazing.
that good.
Yeah.
Like I would.
They are. They both are very good.
If you wanted to put it into Super, I'd be like, listen, no.
No, I wasn't.
No. I'm not crazy.
But I think you could put it into good or amazing.
I want to put it in amazing.
I hate that they both have to go up there, but actually, fuck it. I'll put this other
leave it
motherfucker.
at the bottom. Yeah.
Fuck that thing.
Just leave it off the screenshot when you take
Yeah.
the screenshot.
Fucking Nintendogs, man. Can we just put it in forgettable and move on? I don't want to talk about this.
Can we put it
forget
in
about-
Nintendon't
no,
for
Nintendon't.
Nintendogs?
No, Nintendon't. Fuck 'em.
Ooh.
I mean,
Fuck
like, I
dude.
fucked with Nintendogs.
Did you?
I mean, I played it for all of.
Would
3
you today?
weeks. No.
Yeah, would you?
No.
All right, get it out of here.
But like,
I know people love Nintendogs. I don't love Nintendogs. I can put it
You know what I like
Nintendo.
more than Nintendogs? Real animals.
yeah,
That's-
I have a.
I was
real
gonna say
dog.
get a real dog.
He's great.
Yeah.
Raz is great.
Zack
Wow, they really. Chat really does not want us to put this in Nintendo.
It's
guys.
forgettable. It's forgettable.
No, don't it.
The
Don't
game,
it.
the game isn't bad. It's just like not anything to be excited about.
I do play real tennis, Soapy. That's the thing.
Tennis is also.
Yeah, I played a shit ton of real
I
tennis.
play
so
every
I-
sport that is on that fucking thing. I played. I've done both.
Yeah, listen. Nintendogs is fun, but like at the end of the day, there's a reason they haven't made more of them. Okay.
It's a game that'd be like, hey, are you a small child? Sure, play this game. Everyone else,
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Again, forgettable
Don't
doesn't
do
mean
it.
it's bad. Look at all the other games in forgettable. They're at least
Don't
good.
Don't worry. There's some other games coming up. We got them.
Chancellor says, "Why play Advance Wars when you can just commit war crimes?"
It's a good point.
Yeah. Picross. This fucking sucks because Picross is so good.
I don't know what this is.
I don't.
Nothing.
I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Oh,
I know the concept of Picross.
then you know
but
Picross. It's goated.
What is it?
And you know
with
it.
with the sauce though.
Nice.
I mean, like,
Got him with that one.
yes.
Give me the. I need an understanding of the sauce.
It's the
What
thing.
is it?
The block, like,
A block puzzle. It's just like logic
Yeah.
puzzles, number puzzles.
is it better or worse than Brain Age?
Better. Undoubtedly.
Is it?
Listen, I'm not joking. I have 3 different Picross apps on my phone. Whenever I'm in transit, my ass is playing Picross.
So now I know why we haven't had a. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
This is why you don't get a Zelda music video.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Because I'm too
say.
busy playing Picross.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Zach is
I didn't wanna
texting
get-
while driving. I don't drive. I live in New York City.
God, man.
No one in New York City drives.
I don't own cars, man. I'm pretty sure they just, just
Yeah.
walk everywhere.
Exactly.
I don't own cars. Why would you own a car? You can't drive it anywhere.
Mhm. Traffic's too bad because no one's in cars.
It's the
Make
thing where,
it
like,
back.
I can understand people being mad about me putting this in amazing. I think it does have to go in amazing. It's genuinely, like, all of these are good. It's simple, but, like, you know that you're buying that. And, like, there's so much, like, I can't
What
not
is
play it.
He keeps saying it's this great thing.
It's a
is it
block
like
puzzle
Sudoku?
game.
It's a block puzzle thing.
Yeah.
Not like Sudoku though.
But
No math.
how many games are in the series?
Several. There's
I
a
think
lot.
there's a bunch of Picross games.
Is it a lot?
Yeah.
So it's,
They're
do
just
they
low-key.
Do they do anything beyond just making more puzzles, or do they like improve, or is it like all just like a DLC essentially?
Sorry, what was your question?
Do they improve on each other? Like, does it progress? Is there anything different, remarkably different than the other, like from game to game? Feels like you're paying for like a DLC of a game.
I mean, it's just more puzzles. You know, it's just more games.
Okay, well then from that, thanks, I would put it as in good because of that. Because Golden Sun has good games in the series, for example.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like taking a
You just-
game that could just be a mobile app, it does not
You're
deserve
not
to be
wrong.
considered
You're
amazing.
totally not
That-
wrong.
that's the
It
problem.
absolutely could just be a mobile app.
It
Yeah,
feels
like
like
if someone released Sudoku the game, I would. I mean,
the way you
I
just
would not-
worded
I
it.
would A, not-
themed Pridge.
But the way you just worded it, it sounds
Yeah.
like all of the games are like
Alright.
linear.
Yeah, this
I mean,
should
it's
be
just
a-
puzzle
it's
solving.
good.
Yeah. No, listen.
Yeah, that's good.
I
It's-
understand
it's-
the reasoning. Chat will back me up that it's incredible, but yes, it is just a mobile game that you're paying full price. Not full price.
You also
I
betrayed.
mean, they like
that
Nintendo.
with Utopia.
This would be an interesting one to talk about.
Yeah, it is.
Pikmin.
Oh, this is a great game.
Really?
Pikmin.
Yes.
I want to love Pikmin and I don't.
Which game did
It
it
seems
fuse?
so hard.
I have played 1,
Two,
4, and
one
chunks
two.
of 2.
I haven't played 4 yet.
I have identical experience to Bridge. I've played 1, 4, and a little bit of 2.
Wait, you guys haven't finished 2? Two's good. Two's pretty good.
Two's really good.
Yeah,
I
the problem is
didn't own 2.
I started emulating it way too after I finished 1, and I realized I don't want to play 2 in a
One's
row.
generally
I didn't
scary.
want to play 2 in a row, so
Like,
I
I'm on
finish 2.
this planet. I'm gonna die if I don't build my fucking rocket, dude.
Yeah, Pikmin 2. I
Look,
played
these
it
are
now.
these are some of the most unique games that exist. Like,
There's
it
a
is
reason
really hard to
Miyamoto
make
keeps trying to make Pikmin happen.
Yeah.
Because he knows
Like-
there's a good game in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 good games out there. I guess.
Agreed 100%. 100%.
I like how they do different things too. They try different
Yeah.
things. Now, does it work all the time though? I don't know, but I haven't played
For me,
4 enough.
no.
It was
Like
just none, but-
Pikmin. When Zach said like there's good game in there, I'm like, yeah, that is exactly where it is. There is good game in there, and that's it.
I think 1 and 2 are pretty solid. I don't have enough information on 4.
For me, it's amazing. I think the ones that I have played are incredibly entertaining games. Again, they do something that it's really hard for me to pick any
Like-
other game that does something like this.
The other game that I can think of that does something like this is Brutal Legend in a way, but
I want to vote. I want to vote amazing too, because
I would put this in amazing.
I agree
Again,
with
the problem is
I agree with
for me.
It seems so easy to bounce off of Pikmin is the only problem.
It is very easy to bounce off of Pikmin. I think that's true.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
grab onto you.
put down the game before you finish it?
Like, you try to engage with it on its level, and you're like, I just struggle too much, like the controls are too awkward, time crunch, which I think is only in the first one.
no,
The first
No,
one,
A little too stressful.
There's time crunch.
there's time crunch on. Not as much. 1 has like I think a 30.
one is the most significant time
Yeah,
crunch, and then
yeah,
four,
yeah.
and then 4 has a mode where you're essentially replaying a version of 1. So it's like it's a bonus end game time crunch.
Also, I
I
will
mean,
say,
1 also has some time crunch.
the
but-
Pikmin multiplayer modes are fucking awesome. If you have somebody who's like really good or has like is also playing Pikmin and knows the mechanics, it's really fun to play competitively against each other with like the management of it. At the end of the day, I do think it's amazing.
Okay.
I'm outvoted.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in super, but
I wasn't trying to.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
I
I
would
wasn't
fight
trying
very
to-
hard.
No, yeah.
I
wasn't
will
trying
put
to-
my foot down to put it in amazing.
No, I wasn't trying to fight it.
Yeah, no, I think amazing is where it goes.
Yeah, I'm not trying to overstep my bounds here, man. We're good.
Marine Mountain gets a $2 more saying, "What about Peach's Showtime? Only one game, not franchise."
There is another Peach.
I'm putting that game in Nintendon't. That fucking ruined my fantasy. I'm done. I almost quit because of that.
I mean, look, at least
Stole
you
my
didn't,
game
at
on
least
a
you didn't
fire
lose.
sale.
At least you didn't lose 20 points on a fucking Destiny 2
Oh,
expansion.
so sorry, Pridge.
So stupid. The worst part was the first person who reviewed it gave it a 7, but it wasn't the top score, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
I need I need a couple of top scores to be like,
I
yeah,
legit-
it's fucking another Destiny.
I haven't looked at it in 3 weeks. So.
Right Anything Agency also gifted $5 Canadian, saying, "While Ace Attorney is my favorite game series overall, Pikmin is my favorite Nintendo series. It's a strange contrast to favorites. Don't ask me. It's good. It's very good." And King Kieran gifted 100 bits, saying, "For the most part, Pikmin is split into 2 camps: fans of 1 and 2 and the survival and optimization, and the fans of 2 and 4, dungeon and exploration." Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like the Paper Mario community
Yeah,
Not too different.
Yeah, I actually agree with you on that.
in terms of how split, like all over the fucking place. Except most of them just all like 1 and 2.
Yeah. All right, Pilot Wings. Listen, shout out to Pilot Wings 64. This can't go high. This can't not go unforgettable, right?
Yeah, no, forget
You
it.
are correct.
Okay,
I forgot to play it, so yeah.
Like we're about to have a very long discussion about several
Yep.
Pokemon games.
This
Let's
is
not
gonna
belabor
be bad.
Pilot Wings. It's
They should not have
incredible.
split these apart. I think that is a mistake. I think that's a bad idea. You should probably do the spin-offs then first.
I mean, I was gonna put all the spin-offs. Well, no, actually, no. I was the one who suggested. I was the one suggesting splitting them up because.
Oh, did
it's
you?
hard to, yeah, because it's hard to compare Pokemon.
Okay.
I agree. They should be split.
So, which one are we doing first? Are we doing the thing as a whole, or?
Well, you know what? I actually like your idea, Jason. Let's work backwards. Pokemon Snap, 2 games.
Okay.
2 games. They both kick ass.
I think they're good.
They're both fun.
Okay, I can be.
They're
game?
so
Hold on.
Fun.
I
so
love.
relaxing.
I
man.
love the first one. I can beat it in an hour or 2 hours. It is not. Look, that game is not really. It's a fake game. It's good for what it does.
Snap is fun. Snap is
fun.
Snaps is an on-rail shooter. You just gotta think of it that way.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour game.
Well, length. I would say length doesn't matter. You can have a very great, fun experience.
No,
Agreed.
but it's hardly a game.
They did charge full price for the original.
They charged
Pokemon
full
Snap,
price
but it was
for
few
it.
hours.
You can literally again 2 hours. If you even go back and do all the Poke signs or whatever, it's still like maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't be your favorite game, but
New one was good though.
it is very limited. It's a solid game. There are better N64 games, flat out.
It's a
There are also better
you can get
spin-offs.
the entire game experience watching a YouTube video.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Which
like
I
the new,
say-
new one's a lot better
I will
than
admit
the-
I will admit the first one's.
I'm
very
not saying it's
limited
bad. Again,
game.
we all got to make sure we're not. It's just that game is excessively overhyped. It is a solid, great, good experience, but like nothing like beyond what we're going to be talking here. It's not in a big league.
It's at the lowest tier of Pokemon games, at least.
I wouldn't say that.
Actually,
I'd
out of
say
all of these,
right,
I
all
would
Pokemon
agree.
is
And
fun.
I would,
Out of all these on this list, probably.
yeah, I put it in good. I put it in good.
But I don't know about the new one enough. That's the problem.
Well, new one's a lot better than that.
The new one is a great game. They do some really good stuff with like you have to get each Pokemon in 4 different poses and all the scoring it does. There's way more to engage
do.
in
Correct.
it. Yeah.
There's a lot more to do. New one's
Again,
very
you can have
a
it.
button.
You can have
Crazy.
you can have a favorite 2-hour game. Again, I wasn't implying that if it's 2 hours it means bad. It's just it's a short experience.
It sucked at the time
not
when you paid the
repeatable.
full amount of an N64
It's not repeatable.
game.
You can only do so much.
I mean, you could do repeatable and try to beat scores and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Final
they try to make a more replayability with it, which works.
But having Oak
Your mileage on that may
mash rate
vary.
your balls off.
But more the story is it's fine to be in good.
Cool. Okay.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
There is
Okay.
only one genre I hate more than roguelikes. It's
God.
fucking mystery dungeon games.
Wow.
Put this in the trash with all of the other mystery dungeon
All right,
games that aren't Pokemon.
David, I also did not enjoy our experience.
You also
on stream.
played. You also played
What?
chat. Okay.
But no,
Chat?
No, but I'm gonna defend this game though.
No, chat tricked you into playing the worst version of that game too.
Okay. Well,
They should have had you play the remake because it's more optimized. I know it's not like as it's better for like a newer player to come into at this stage. Also, the Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, Time, and Space are legitimately amazing games. Maybe not super, but they're amazing games. The story is much better in those games too.
My only thought on this game was when I watched the one that Zach played, it
Yeah.
didn't look that good. It looked like a game I would have no fun with, but again, I've been told it's also not the best version of that game.
The Explorers of Time, Space, and Sky are trying to break into Super, but I don't know if they make it.
Shout out to maybe the most memeable line in our channel. How did you miss that?
yeah. What I think is the resub or sub notification on the layout right now.
So good.
In my opinion, this has to go in It's Good though. As somebody who even likes the
Really?
series,
I listen. I would be willing to put this in amazing for you, but if
I
you don't
don't
want
think
to,
you can.
okay.
I think the old one is
Shit,
outclassed.
Nintendo.
Mystery Dungeons do legitimately have problems. Late game of those is more pain, grinding, and like yes, you can optimize and do stuff, but some of them are straight up. You start from like level 1, and you have to get the right like setup and all that. It becomes like you thought it was bad when you were saying how do you miss that? It gets worse. It gets like the amount of unholy problems that game has.
The
It
amount of
gets
grinding
worse.
in all mystery dungeons is fucking unreal.
Yeah.
The only reason I want to push it to amazing is solely for Explorers of Time and Space, which I regret that you didn't play because those are legitimately good stories and good games.
Yeah.
But you have to put it in. It's good.
Gotcha. Okay. Pokemon Coliseum. It's very
No, this is
controversial.
kind of about stadiums, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is it stadiums? Because we're gonna get tricky here.
In my head, I think Stadium is easier to fit into mainline Pokemon than it is to fit into Coliseum. I think Coliseum is more different than regular Pokemon than.
This is why Pokemon's a complex thing.
Yeah.
Question: is there only one Pokemon Coliseum?
No, two.
There's two.
Oh,
There's two.
I
They're
don't
both-
know why
they're
I
both-
thought there was only one.
They're both great
Gale
games.
Gale
but
of Darkness shit. Yeah.
They're both great games, but the aging on them is questionable. You have to do some really annoying things. You have to do some backtracking. You have to do a lot of double battles. It's very slow paced.
It's very slow paced, undeniably.
Music is great. Double battles in terms of doing them is great. Story is okay.
It's one
The
thing.
dark theme is nice.
I will absolutely praise about this game as somebody who only played the first Coliseum game, like 2 years ago, Jason, on stream.
Yeah.
Just all up on our channel. You can go watch it right now. And I was genuinely shocked at how good it was because they force you to use a lot of Pokemon that you would never fucking use. And build strategies around doubles, which
correct, which
is
most of
not
the time
normal.
was not popular. And XD is the better mechanical game, but Coliseum's the better story. So, and XD's mechanics are actually pretty solid. But like I said, they're very slow. There's only 2 games in the series. I don't know if it's better than a lot of the games in Amazing. And I love these. You know how much I love both these games.
I agree. Looking at the list of games in Amazing, I wouldn't. Have put
It's
it
just
above
they
them,
don't
so
they
I
don't
think
beat a lot of these other ones.
Yeah. All right. Time for Rob to put on his stupid soapbox
Yeah,
and
let
piss
Rob go
off
first.
everybody watching us, even though he doesn't
No,
play
let-
these games.
no, let Rob go first.
Yeah.
I've played Gold, Silver, Crystal, and
Okay.
Blue.
Back in fucking 1995. Yeah, we
Played
know.
a bunch of bad
And
games.
then I played
They
and watched
come out,
people play
though.
the exact same game for the exact same game for the next 20 years.
Okay.
And it's still getting played for some reason.
Rob.
And it's like, why? And the games somehow continue to. They don't.
Rob, let me ask you.
They're
this.
not getting better. They're not
Let me
getting
ask you
better. It's
this.
like, oh, we're just gonna put a different coat of paint
So
on the game.
when the 3D Zeldas do improvements and stuff like that, I'm saying Pokemon does less, 100%.
A lot less, like 300% less. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
not 300%. That's underselling the difference between 3 and 4, for example, or 4 and 5 gens.
Yeah. Are we talking Pokemons or like?
Yes,
Zeldas?
Pokemon. So when they do it, it's fine, but when Pokemon does it, it's bad.
You're talking Zelda?
I'm saying, why does when Mario, I know they're a bit larger of a gap, but they are still essentially a Mario game where you collect something and go to different
every Mario
levels.
game is better than every Pokemon game.
No.
Or
See,
every Mario game is still like the pinnacle or the top 2, 3, 4 of platformer. Even if it's a meh platformer, it's still one of the better platformers out there.
But the problem is, I 100% agree with you that Pokemon is lazy with the biggest IP possible. They are lazy.
It's lazy with the biggest IP in the world.
But
How
that
does
doesn't mean
happen?
the
That's
problem
a bigger
is
detraction for it.
the problem is the other 8 games in the series before it are not bad games. They're amazing to super tier. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, all 8 of them? The first couple, yes, but then it's it's fucking Call of Duty.
I assume this has both stadiums. It has 2 stadiums. We have Emerald, we have both Crystal and Gold, if you want to say it. Red and Blue, I'm not even give you, but at its time, sure.
Oh,
They're outdated as hell.
At the time, goated.
Correct. 5, 4.
Are they not still outdated? What changed?
No, and people like Scarlet and Violet
Shut
too,
up, Rob.
so I don't know what
Mechanics
you want to
changed
do.
wildly.
What?
You just-
You get 4
you don't-
attacks and then you can run away.
If you
It's the
don't
exact
play the
same game
games, you're
still.
not gonna understand the mechanics that change between all 4, the games. You're just not.
The minutia, dude.
I think the mechanics have changed for the Pokemon hardcore, which is not
I don't even know
admittedly, the
hardcore.
bulk
I'd say
of
enough to keep it fresh, except
I
for
agree
a
with
couple
Jason.
years.
I agree with Jason here. I think that Jason will back me up and say there are plenty of really annoying choices that they've made as a franchise.
Yes.
With bringing in mechanics, dropping them the next game, the whole issue of is there too many goddamn Pokemon now?
And they ran into
What
a
are we
problem,
gonna do?
and I don't know 100% what you do about that problem. You can't have 300 Pokemon in a dex. You just can't. I don't think it'll work.
At the end of the day, my counterpoint to Rob's argument of like, sure, there have been many other monster hunter, like monster catching games. None of them have even come close to dethroning Pokemon. And it's not.
None of them ever.
It's not just because that they're a juggernaut.
Motherfuckers.
It sucks. It sucks because, again, what I was going to argue was Pokemon, out of all of this list, besides maybe Mario himself, had spin-offs that were excessively. I know all of them happen to be it's good because of different reasons. Maybe because they're now in their own series. It had the best spin-offs in this entire fucking list, too. Legitimately. It did.
Yeah,
yes.
There's a lot of really good spin-offs.
Besides maybe the Mario ones. Like, at its high, Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Pokemon Colosseums, they're lower in this list because they're split apart. That's what... They got weakened literally because of it. Also hurt. Now, granted, this is Pokemon mainline series, which sucks.
Yeah. Here, let me put it to a vote right now. I don't think we're going to get it lower than Amazing. Can it make it to Super?
I don't think it can. It should not ethically go lower than Amazing. I'm sorry.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
So again, I've played a limited number. I've played Gens 1, 2, 3, remake of 1, remake of 2, and then whatever ones Black and White were.
That's 5 or 6, or Black and White's Jesus God. 5.
I definitely think it. For me, it's amazing. Like, I wish I could put the biggest reason why I can't put it in super tier is even though no other monster catcher will ever dethrone Pokemon, most modern monster catchers are better than modern Pokemon games, even if they're even if they're never going to dethrone it, they're all better games.
Name one
like
besides
Monster Sanctuary, Cassette Beast.
Is Monster Sanctuary better? Okay.
Yes, Monster Sanctuary is better. Cassette Beast is better. Monster Hunter Stories is better. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin is better than modern Pokemon games.
But in that game you call them Monsties, Pridge, which is cringe.
It's cringe shit.
Before we...
But, I mean, for me, this... I can understand why you want it in Super, and I wouldn't oppose that, but it's definitely at least amazing.
Amazing. We're all in agreement then.
I don't want it in Super.
Oh, if you don't want it in Super, stick it in.
Okay, then amazing.
We didn't have to argue over this. Great.
Yeah.
We could argue a little bit more if we want.
Here's the thing. Here's what I just want to go back and say it. If it had all of the spin-offs with it and they weren't separated, this has to be Super, in my opinion.
Wouldn't put it in Super.
No way, because why? Again, the biggest IP in the world, it needs to be better than it is currently.
Rob, you're neglecting it was how best it was for 15 fucking years, and it got sloppy near the end.
15 years.
Oh, I think they've been sloppy for a long time.
No,
I don't think
you guys are both. You guys are both crazy.
I think the quote.
You guys are both
laziness
crazy.
Or sloppiness is not. I don't think
Relatively
that really started
in terms of
Y.
like performance and stuff. Like, those are just the latest few titles. But even when I was playing freaking Gold and Silver as a kid, like I'd get some mons and I'm like, oh, this is just this game's Pidgey, but it's a different bird. Okay. And they did that for like every monster
hunter, every monster collector does that.
Bug. I think that's
I know. I'm fine with there being a regional bird and a regional rat and a regional
I'm
whatever.
fine with it for a while, but once you get to so many games, I'm like, okay, I'm over this.
No, I'm still okay with it. It's thematic.
Let's move on from Pokemon.
Which is kind of amazing anyway.
Next up, Punch Out, which might be a me talking point. Listen,
I played 2 with you.
I don't like these games, so go for it.
Listen,
I watched you play the Wii one.
I love Punch Out.
I
don't think I can put it above It's Good. Like,
correct opinion.
They're all really good. I even love Super Punch Out, which it's everyone's least favorite. It's the first game I have a memory of playing as a child. I love that game. I like OG. I like Punch Out on the Wii. I've been converted. I used to not like it, but it can't go above It's Good, and that's just kind of where I'm at.
I was going to suggest that when you were you say it's good.
They're very fun. That's all I can say about that.
That's fair.
Rhythm Heaven. I
don't know what that is.
Like these games.
I wish I had played these, but I have not.
They're really short music rhythm-based mini games. It's WarioWare, but everything is music-based.
I'm less interested now.
Wait,
That sounds like it's,
because of
that
which
sounds
one?
Like that sounds like
The
it's
WarioWare piece makes me less.
Damn it, dude!
less
We're gonna
interested.
die over that one.
It's the thing. Fazana says these aren't for me personally, but the fan base for this series is batshit insane. That is
That's
true.
That's the same probably for.
The Rhythm
sounds-
Heaven fan base goes fucking hard.
It sounds.
for these
It sounds
games.
like the fan base for Elite Beat Agents too. You know.
And you know what, Jason? It's because
Oh,
they're both really fucking good,
Yeah.
but nobody has played them.
I
I
feel
like.
like
I don't like rhythm games.
Yeah, this has got to be forgettable.
I mean, I've heard of it. I hear about it all the time. It seems like.
Yeah, but you
I
hear
have
about
never heard of this
Nintendogs
game
all the
before.
time.
We just talked
I
about
don't
it.
know
I
much about.
could put it in good. I'm
besides
fine with it going
being
forgettable. I won't lose sleep over that.
Okay.
Forgettable.
Yeah, I put it in forgettable. Cool.
Chrono Versus says this is forgettable and Elite Beat Agents isn't. It's because I'm here
Yes.
and I love Elite Beat
Yeah.
Agents and I will refuse to
And
let
Elite
it go.
Beat
To be fair,
Agents also became OS, which is one of the best rhythm games. in
Yeah, I
existence.
had also heard of Elite Beat Agents before save data.
Okay.
So like I knew
Me
of its
too.
existence. No idea what Rhythm Heaven is.
Yeah, you're in heaven when you see it.
Okay, hey, Super Smash Bros.
Easiest
Oh.
S on this list. Come on.
This is not the easiest S on the list. I almost want to fight you for that. Like, there's no
It's
It's
way.
easy, yes. though.
Maybe not Super Mario. Maybe second
No,
easiest.
no,
There we go.
Legend of
I
Zelda.
agree with that.
No,
I agree
no,
with
no,
that.
no,
Oh,
no,
I
no.
don't agree with that.
Okay, well, that's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
wild actually, but this is an S. This is an S
Yeah,
tier.
I think we're all in agreement.
I think
that
this is
an
easier.
S tier.
This is an S, but not for easiest S. No
Aw.
fucking shot, dude.
It's within the
Not to
top 3 easiest.
not to be
Like,
semantic about
Yeah.
it, but like, no
Just
fucking
never been a
way.
bad
No, we
game.
love- we
like
love
literally not
semantics.
one. Not
Yeah.
one of these Smash Brothers is even close to bad.
No. That's
Is there
actually
Rock
five?
tripping,
Is there-
which
is
I
there
think
four-
kinda
is there
sucks.
4 or 5? Is there 4 or 5 of them?
four. There's five.
Five.
Four is like a five. Right, is a reskin of 4 essentially.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
With
I
the
feel like
character
we can have a
roster.
discussion of whether 4 or 5 are not good games, but
No, Ultimate's great. Ultimate
Yeah.
and 64. 64 is aged with the hitboxes and all that fun stuff. But
64 is still incredible. Melee obviously is Melee.
well, I like 64. I don't know if Incredible is the. I love that game. I don't know. If
I honestly
Incredible
still
is.
would, dude. We
Oh,
played
I
that game.
I
We
still
played that
love
game so much in college, and I actually
Yeah.
grew more fond of it when I played it in college.
It's fun.
3 has Subspace Emissary. God tier.
Yeah, that's a great. It's an underrated mode.
That's a good point. I was like, even if
Dude.
I don't like the tripping and Brawl, like at least there's.
Oh yeah, Brawl has tons of
something
process.
there.
Brawl has tons of issues.
Brawl gets shit on way too much, honestly.
Agreed.
Brawl has issues. Subspace Emissary,
Not one of
goated.
them. Yeah.
It is not.
What a cool mode for a fighting game.
Yeah,
I love it.
cool.
Splatoon.
Yeah.
I really
solid.
like this franchise.
They took
I
a
only
mode.
played the first one. I enjoyed it, but very distinctly never had any
The
desire
fan
to
base
go
is
back and play
crazy
any
about
other
this.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gab
no, fan base will go absolutely fucking insane for this. It's just a solid good for me.
Gab Out does point out it has sold 30 million copies, which
It's
is
sold a
more than
lot, doesn't
Metroid's lifetime sales, and has increased in quality with each successive.
I don't know
game.
about the only good shooter game either. I don't
And
know.
is one of the 4
I don't
series
know
that
about
appear on
that.
Nintendo Japan bags alongside
It's the
Mario
only
Zelda.
good shooter that Nintendo's made,
Nintendo,
like,
thank you.
multiplayer.
You gotta put for Nintendo. Maybe.
It also might be the only shooter Nintendo's made.
How dare you?
Here's
they
the
have
thing.
Call of Duty for the Nintendo.
They didn't make
I know.
What about, I think you forget the hit shooter game Red Steel.
What about the
Cool.
hit
They also
Nintendo
didn't
game?
make Red Steel.
What about the
know.
hit Nintendo game?
I can understand
James
why
Bond.
people bounce off Splatoon. I will hard argue that Splatoon is at least amazing.
It has to be amazing.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
It's
just good
so
for me
good.
because like it's got
it has to be
cool
amazing.
stuff to it. Like I do like a lot of the mechanics. Part of it's just I'm not a
Hey,
multiplayer person
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
like,
think
I
if I
thought-
played this back
Yeah,
in the
it-
day, I would have liked it more. But
Yeah, I wish it
yeah.
came out earlier. That's my biggest.
Yeah,
thing
I
for
agree
it.
with David that I feel like if this was more my genre, I'd probably like it better. But I'm fine with it being an amazing because you are correct in that it's sold all 3 games have sold very well and scored very well.
Yeah.
So I respect it being in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, good music too.
And the aesthetic of it is
Oh,
also
well,
one of those top tier.
we almost-
So
we
good. Like
Can I-
inspired.
on that good music for Splatoon.
Uh-huh.
Agree 100%. we almost have to rectify for every Nintendo game franchise in this fucking thing. It's almost like you have to say bad music specifically because all of these music
all of them have
is like
great
insane.
fucking-
That is
Nintendo
an
music is
incredibly
insane.
good point.
Yeah.
I can't think of a series on here that doesn't have good music.
Yeah,
It's
like-
Very true.
Like maybe forgettable. Like I don't
at
remember.
worst.
Like for every music whose game I remember, like oh man, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, amazing
Oh, man.
OST. Oh man, amazing OST.
Punch Out! I jogged the fucking jog theme. It's fucking awesome. Or the Major League theme.
Oh
It's sick.
yeah, no, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be
All right,
an
let's talk
interesting
about a
one.
series
A
with
lot
some
of
good
bad
and
games.
some trash
A lot
games.
of really
Oh,
bad games. And the
man.
game
Oh
series-
boy, is this a franchise that has
the
not
world has
done
moved
much
past this
recently?
franchise. Literally.
Fucking Star Fox.
Ugh.
Maybe the franchise that I want to be S tier quality the most that isn't, but boy is it not.
It's
Man, I wish this series had better games.
Star
this-
Fox 64 is not the only good game. I think Assault's actually not that bad. I actually think
Yeah.
Assault's pretty solid.
So it's fine.
Zero had like a couple good missions.
The command is not a fun game. I played it for the DS.
No. Hey,
It's
don't
got wild
don't
speed
fucking
going.
sleep on Star Fox Adventures, okay?
Hey, that game's a good
do.
game.
Would do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It introduced a character that people really like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Furry's Rise.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Crystal is very much like Overwatch in that it will be remembered for its porn more than it
Yeah,
actually
probably actually.
Man.
Crystal
Well,
will
we
live
can't
on
put
it.
it in forget it because
Yeah,
Crystal-
yeah, yeah. Crystal will live on in a folder on people's
Okay.
computers longer than she will live on as a
I-
video game character.
I don't think I could quote so much about this game, and it doesn't matter. It unfortunately always has to go. It's good.
I think it actually goes
I-
lower.
Oh, would you put it in
Ooh,
no? That's the problem. It
no
can't
way.
be a Nintendon't, surely, though, right?
It has one good game. One great
No,
game.
that's not
One great game.
one great.
And literally 3 of the other games are just remakes of Star Fox 64 that somehow aren't as good
You're
as Star
very
Fox
correct.
64.
Well, and Star Fox 64 is a remake of Star Fox.
Yeah,
true.
that's also true.
So some might
Which-
say it's one
which
game that they tried to
man, the
make
super-
5 different times, and one of them
But
was
would
great.
you would really put it in Nintendo over Forgettable?
Man, you know how much I love Star Fox 64, and I still think I have to dunk on it because it's not good,
As a series, you might
and
be
it's
wrong
disappointing.
I don't know if I can put it as good anymore, but I was gonna maybe try to fight for it Forgettable then. Because F-Zero isn't forgettable.
That's the thing. You
now,
can't
so-
say it's. I feel like you can't say it's forgettable though.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it's had more bad games than F-Zero has had.
Oh man.
Well,
I
that's
mean-
true. Zach. It has had more bad games than F-Zero has had games.
Yeah.
That's also true.
I mean, it's sad, but like, I gotta be like, yeah, man, this franchise really does kind of suck.
And
I
I
also
want it
think
to be
that-
good. I
No,
want it to
but
be
you-
good.
I don't think the problem is I don't even think if you they tried remaking it. I don't think you can do anything with the way these games play anymore either because they don't
yeah.
play like people.
That genre
It's
is like-
moved past that genre.
Yeah.
Like making an RTS.
I was literally
Star
just about
Fox.
to say it's like trying to make a new RTS game in 2024.
Yeah,
You
it's-
just fucking can't.
There's so many coming out soon, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
odd choices. Honestly, we'll see how
Battle
they all
Aces
do.
and Stormgate both going into beta soon.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna fight for it too hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I would
sorry,
put
It's a
it
little,
in.
it's a little sad because I have such fond memories of
Same,
64 and and whatever one had a multiplayer mode where you could like run
It's
around
game.
and shoot people.
Yeah.
That's four. That's that. Well, you can do both. You can do it in Star Fox 64 actually if you run around.
Yo,
But Assault has it too.
shout out
Yeah,
to-
it's not
I-
good,
Assault-
but it was.
I
It's
would-
not
I
good,
would-
but it was fun.
I legitimately think Assault's a fine game. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. Fucking shout out to Raffo in the chat says your dad screamed real good before he died.
True.
Go to
Got
the
placed in
You'll
the fucking Nintendo.
You'll be seeing my cock soon, Star Fox.
It's also true.
Shout out to Jason for introducing that to my video and it getting stuck in my brain forever.
Yeah.
good.
Man,
Cock,
I hate
cock,
that we
cock,
put
cock,
it there,
cock,
but
cock,
that's
cock,
where
cock.
it goes. That's where it goes.
Also, this is an incredible interaction. I'm Kobe Jack gifted $5 saying this is bribe money to move Rhythm Heaven up a tier. You know what? For you, I'm Kobe Jack. Sure. Then immediately afterwards, Mail In gifted $5 saying this is bribe money to move Rhythm Heaven down a tier after you move it up a tier, so it stays where it is. There we go.
Wow.
Balance as all things should be.
Wow.
Well done, chat. Well done.
That was so
Somehow
cruel.
Rhythm Heaven has returned. Back to Forgettable.
Somehow I forgot Rhythm of Heaven again.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm Ray, Rhythm Heaven.
Hey, does anybody on here know what the... That was good.
Ray what? Ray?
Rhythm Heaven.
Does anybody here know what the fuck the legendary Starfy is?
No, what is that? I thought you knew.
No, this was included on the list already.
Oh, okay.
Yo, it's the 5th game in the legendary Starfy video game series.
Are you fucking with me or not?
It was the only one released in the U.S.
Okay.
Densetsu no Starfy 1 through 4 released in Japan.
Before you said Starfy, I thought it said Staffy. I'm like, what is that, a Staffy?
Wow. Forgettable, because no one knows what the fuck it is.
It's Bubba Star Fox. Let's go.
It had one DS game in the US that scored around a 75.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Densetsu no Star.
Hey, I know where this one has to go. Look, I know where this has
the
to
two
go.
Wario games.
It's forgettable.
Not WarioWare.
Oh.
Surely that's
No.
good.
It's Wario Land. Thank you.
Okay.
And they're great. They're good games.
Yeah.
But sure, are they forgettable in comparison to the other Kirby-esque things like that?
I
the
think
Super
they're
Mario
still
games
just
around
good. There's so many Wario Land likes coming out right now too. Like I think these are
Right?
just
Yeah.
as good.
Like
Anton Blast, Pizza Tower, a bunch of games that are like just straight up Wario.
They are
copies
really
coming
good,
out.
100%. But are they
Well,
forgettable?
that's why I'd say put them in good because I don't think they're forgettable. We're getting a bunch of indies that are just Wario
Okay.
games.
Elite Beat Agents made it to amazing. These have to be at least.
I think Wario's just
what the
good.
fuck you trying to say?
These
now?
games didn't vibe with me, but I'm okay with putting them in. It's good.
It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was just
I'm-
making more of a joke towards it's forgettable because
I-
now they've been like.
I love-
I mean,
completely-
Nintendo forgot them, but
Yeah, I love
other
these
people didn't.
games. I
WarioWare
can't
comes out
go
like every
higher.
2 or 3
They're
years.
actually good
Wario
games. I was
Land
meaning,
drop.
I
We're
think.
still talking about Wario Land.
Oh,
That's
we
the
keep,
problem.
like-
Hey, if they put all the Wario games together, they probably would have did better, huh? Just like Pokemon.
No, I don't care about Wario Land. It can go
Yeah.
forgettable. Fuck it.
What?
Yeah. I've never played a Wario Land.
They're great. They're good. They're maybe not great. They're solid games.
They're
Wario Ware.
That's amazing.
We all know I
No.
hate these games, right? That's known already.
Why am I not
Rob,
shocked
games
by
are-
this, David?
I fucking hate WarioWare
What?
so
Rob.
much.
He's not fast enough to play them. I don't know. It's just for
God.
gamers.
No, I just don't think they're fun.
They're
Okay.
so
What?
It's
wrong.
just
wrong. That's
It's just
that-
it's a reaction game. Who
No.
press button fastest?
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to play that.
I don't know
that's
if I
not
want to
worth
play
money.
amazing or good. That was the problem.
I can go
It's
to
a
freaking
Windows
Game.
computer.
Diego,
I could go online and just do a
Jimmy
hoop-
T is
click
in this, so
button
it's
fastest.
super. Jimmy T
How-
is in
There you
these
go.
games.
How good is the newest one? Has anybody played it?
It
The Switch
might
one?
be. It feels like the weakest of them so
Yeah,
far. The
that's what
gimmick
I've
for that
heard.
one kind of.
Because the
not
GameCube
so
one
far.
is fucking great. Smooth
GameCube's
Moves is
goated.
great.
So this is really
Smooth
good.
Moves is amazing.
So
Wait.
So what
here's
do we
my-
got
here's
now?
my-
That's the
here's
problem,
my quick
Rob.
thought on these. If you're having like a people over and it's like midnight and you need something to kill some time, then like yeah, man, a Wario game's pretty fun. And then that is the extent of them.
If you-
being
Are they better
If
than
you-
Mario Party, Rob?
If you don't have the time to
I don't
finish a
think so.
Mario Party game,
no,
play
no.
WarioWare.
I don't think they're better than Mario Party. That's the
They're
problem.
not better than Mario Party.
I agree.
No.
with
They're
that.
not.
As
I'll
a
put
whole.
it in it's good because there
That's what I
is
was gonna
something.
say.
There is something about how silly and stupid it is, and how
Mm-hmm.
fast paced and how quick you can get played for like a
Rob's,
couple hours.
Rob's, ooh.
Taking damage here in this stuff. I guess
Rob,
it's
Rob,
not as
Rob,
good
Rob,
as
no,
the
no,
other
seriously,
amazing.
I just want
I'll
to
give
ask
that.
you, like, besides Smooth Moves and the GameCube one, is there another game that you think is like goated in that fucking thing though, like or like great?
What's
Isn't
the game?
Twisted a whole bunch of fun?
Yeah, people like Twisted. I hate it, but we know this.
I just don't know enough about the new one. Is the problem?
I don't know. I
The new
didn't
one
play.
is.
Move
I know
it.
some people love the new one, but a lot of people were like, "It's not as good as the old WarioWare."
Oh,
God,
God.
it
That's
got-
all I remember hearing.
Oh man, it
from
got hard
reviews.
dumpstered on OpenCritic.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The new one.
57, yeah.
I don't expect those games. I
It
do
was
not
underwhelming.
expect those. I do not expect those games to rate well in
Yeah,
first place.
yeah.
because they're not.
I mean,
good.
not nowadays. Hell no.
No.
Because
the bad
fucking
games.
game critics have slow twitch muscles. They can't play.
Yeah, it's like they can't.
Too
play
much water,
Cuphead.
man.
Oh, rest in peace, Dean.
Speaking of
Takahashi.
too much water, Wave Race, man, forgettable, right? Like,
Either that, yeah, forgettable. Yeah, let's not.
Don't
waste
play
time on
this.
it.
Play Hydro Thunder. Ignore this exists.
Yeah, agreed. I got nothing I really
Or
want to say about
Wipeout or
Wave Race.
anything that's not Wave Race.
Wave Race is only remembered because it was a launch title on the N64.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Put
Wasn't
this in
Pilot
Nintendo.
Wings? Wasn't Pilot
This is
Wings a
Damn.
Yeah,
launch
yeah,
title?
Yeah, it was literally.
like,
I
who-
think it came out with Mario 64, Pilot Wings, and Wave Race.
Like, does anyone want to not put Wave Race in Nintendo?
I'll
I feel like
fucking
you
do
can
it.
just go
There's
Nintendo.
not enough things
Do
in
it. Fucking do it. Yeah, do
Yeah,
it.
do it.
there. Yeah,
That
and
seems
it
so
had, it had
mean.
really good looking water graphics at the time, and that was it. Wii Sports.
I can't wait for this one.
This one's an S tier.
No,
fucking
it is
insane.
not. Rob,
This
I like
one's
this.
super.
Rob, I like
Zupa,
this
dude,
one.
come
It is not
on.
going an S, man.
What are you talking about? Bowling? Great.
Bowling it's good to amazing.
Great.
Everything else is not that great.
Boxing is okay.
No, it's
Golf
not.
is
Golf's
pretty
fun.
fucking fun.
No, golf is pretty fun, but it's worse than Toadstool Tour and all the other golf games around it. But keep going.
No,
The
it's
baseball's
just, it's
the baseball's
first VR
terrible.
golf game.
Don't even try to say the baseball's any good.
Every baseball game is bad. I'm gonna go ahead and die on that hill. Even
But also-
Superstar Baseball was a.
What about backyard sports baseball?
No, backyard baseball is fucking good.
There we go.
Backyard
We
baseball.
found one. We found the one.
Okay, so what all are we putting in the Wii Sports?
We also
Just
have
Wii
the
Sports,
we have
Wii
the
Sports
Wii Sports,
Resort.
Wii Island
Sports
too.
Resort.
Resort too.
Yeah.
The new one for Switch that I don't remember the name
That
of.
nobody played.
I can't even
Because
remember.
it's almost like Wii Sports wasn't that good, and so when they released a new one that didn't come packed in with the console, people didn't buy it. That's all I'm trying to say.
Zach
Yeah,
does have a
definitely
point.
shouldn't
Zach
be a
does
full
Zach does have a point there. Would anyone have played this game if it wasn't a tie-in?
We wouldn't have known what the Wii was capable of. So how would we have known? Like, I think Wii Sports made the
I
Wii
mean,
what it was.
people.
You're
Wii
not
Sports
wrong.
Resort was a thing people bought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So people,
Yes,
people
but I
paid
think they
for
didn't
it.
like it as much as Wii Sports.
I have
Also,
the Wii,
like they bought it, but how much?
I have the Wii Resort game, by the way. It's not that bad.
Yeah, like
Some of
I
the stuff is
think
more
these games
cartoon than
are
the other
fine
stuff.
to good.
I
And,
mean, I
like,
still put.
I was
I
gonna
put
say
this
it's
in. It's
good.
good.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna put it in.
It's amazing. I thought it was super. Yeah, in all honesty.
Rob,
We
what
would like to
besides
play.
the
Come
what
on.
besides the bowling do you legitimately think is amazing?
I
What else
mean,
do you need besides bowling?
I think boxing is amazing.
Do you?
I did. I really enjoyed boxing. It was fun.
Boxing
It
was
doesn't
fun.
work half the fucking time.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I still had a lot of fun though.
Yeah,
You get bodied by that
think Wii
generic
Sports
coach
is
guy.
good.
Whatever his name is, he has an
Matt?
actual name.
Fucking Matt.
Matt,
Was it
yeah,
Matt?
it's
Yeah.
Matt.
Never forget
That
Matt.
was legit.
His body is Reggie. Xenoblade Chronicles. Take the floor,
Bridge.
Bridge.
Go ahead.
So, the Wii U, bad system, does have one of the greatest games of all time on it. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Okay, no, but not to soapbox for too long. The 3 games I played on this franchise are all really, really
There's
fucking
4.
good.
How many games are there? Do you know?
There's 4.
There's 4,
There's
yeah.
1, 2. I didn't play 2 because I didn't have a Switch when it first came out, and
Okay.
I think the character design is so bad.
Is that the one Chris likes? Or he? I thought
No,
you guys.
Chris likes X. Chris likes X as I do.
Okay.
We're, the,
Yeah.
we're, we're,
Okay,
two,
that's
we're,
what it, that's what
we're
it is.
2 of the
Two of the
15 people in the
Xicos.
world who played it.
People go up crazy about 3. I know that.
3's
No,
great.
I don't.
Great
Yeah,
game.
people are-
Scored like around a 90, I think.
Yeah.
Really well
Yeah.
received.
It's the thing, honestly, if 3 hadn't come out and like performed really well critically, I would be
Yeah.
like, there's no way you're
Just-
getting this in like that high of a tier bridge. But like honestly,
He has an argument.
this is your Elite Beat
Legitimately.
Agents moment. If you want to put this really high, like fucking go.
I
for it,
think,
man.
again, critically, it would belong in Amazing. I would personally put it in. I personally put it in Super because again, the 3 of the games that I've played, I've all like put 100 hours into them easy and played 2 of them. I played the first one twice, the X 3 times, and 3 I'll eventually play again. But it's for me, it's Amazing tier. It's a really good franchise.
I have no say in this because I know the gameplay is something I abhor completely. That's about
Yeah,
it.
I played a little
No,
bit of the
it's just
first one.
I hate the gameplay. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
I played a little
personal
bit of the
against
first
it. I
one
can't do
and
it.
didn't like the combat at all. I fell off pretty quick.
Which is very funny
I don't-
because it's MMO style combat, and David, you do enjoy it. You
Yeah,
played.
I'm shocked that David didn't like this.
No.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is like
So
it's an
can they go in
MMO
Super or
without
no?
the
I'm
other
just- I'm
things
generally
that make an
curious.
MMO good.
I don't know.
Yeah, and the other things that
What
make
is the
MMOs.
story? Yeah.
And that's the thing. The other things about MMO is there's other people, and that sucks.
Well,
I fucking
that's
hate
the thing.
other
The
people.
MMOs I played, like WoW and Final Fantasy 14, I played with people, and like it was about playing with friends and having a good time, which made the kind of lackluster combat not a huge deal.
Does Pridge have the argument for Super or not? I'm generally curious.
I would fight Super, but I mean,
the people are gonna fight it.
I don't care because I don't know enough about. It's the same with Animal Crossing. I think I've only played a little bit of it, so it's like something similar to me.
Yeah. And hey, we only have 2 more games, and we can try and rearrange a couple things. Yoshi.
Wait, we have the second mother. What are you talking about, man?
we have Mother
Hidden
too.
gem mother.
Hey,
Wow,
man.
I hate how I explicitly hate how Kirby, Yoshi, and Pokemon are not all the same. Like they're just too different. How are you doing this to me? The Yoshi Island games are different from like some of the other Yoshi like Woolly World and like
I think they're more similar.
Yoshi's Story.
I think they're pretty comparable, to be honest.
Than some of the like spin-offs.
More so than like the fucking Kirby games, for sure. They're a lot more
Yeah.
similar.
Kirby go wild.
Yeah,
different.
Kirby-
Yeah, the problem is it's hard to group
You can't
all these
group
different Kirby
Kirby's,
games together.
Can I just say like, yeah, the Yoshi games are fine. Apart
They're
from
worse
Yoshi's
than the
Islands, the Super Nintendo one, which is genuinely goated.
Okay, thank
The
you
rest
for
of them are
fixing
fine.
your
The
statement.
rest of them are
Yeah.
fine.
But is that enough to put it into amazing or not?
No,
Oh no,
it's
no, I
not.
think it's good. I think it's good.
I think it's good.
Yeah, I think Yoshi's finally going good.
Yoshi's Island, I agree with Zach, is absolutely fucking good.
No, he's
and the
right.
rest
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
are just
They're amazing
fine.
games.
They're just fine after
Yeah,
that.
and I love the art style. Yoshi's Woolly World is fucking so cool. But
So
yeah, it's just kind of fine. Didn't like the gameplay is like
Yoshi's
yeah, sure, it's
Story and a bunch of
platformer.
other ones are just like whatever.
with some things. And hey, I think I know where this one's going. The Zelda franchise.
I thought this was the second easiest super tier out of all of them.
This is third easiest super tier for me, or actually fourth. Mario Kart was also really easy.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's above Mario. I think it's Mario, Super, and then between Mario Kart and Smash.
There's nobody here that's going to say it should be less than S tier, right?
No,
Every
I just
game
think-
brings something different to the table.
Yeah,
It's
I think
innovative.
we
it's
can
good.
argue over ones that like we don't like more than others.
Yeah,
This is the only reason that I'm like
Spread
this isn't the. Yeah, it's the only reason I didn't say this was the easiest.
They don't miss.
Yeah,
Nintendo should
while,
have made
Not
this
my kind of game.
franchise.
It doesn't
It's like
matter.
2D Zeldas are great, except for Zelda 2.
Hey,
The 3D Zeldas
man.
are great.
my man throws a boomerang and it comes back to him. Zelda 2, great game.
Yeah.
What about Link's crossbow training?
That one is garbage.
Yeah, there's no way. It's
But
not
I'm just kind of
Zelda
ignoring
Super.
that one.
Yeah.
I will say, I think out of the ones in the top, I guess out of like Mario, this one probably has worse spin-off games in general. than
Oh,
other
that
S tier
spin-offs are
ones.
not why you buy.
Ah,
Zelda.
yeah.
Oh,
There's
Here-
some bad there's some bad spin-offs, but I cannot hold it against
No, I'll,
good
t- I'll,
Zeldas.
I'll put one on fucking blast. Spirit Tracks sucks ass. Fuck that game.
Yeah, it's
There was a DS age of Zelda that was
Jesus God.
shaky.
At least Phantom
Oh,
Hour.
yeah.
I
we
could
didn't even
argue
talk
was
about the CD
okay.
Philips, the Philips CDI games.
CDI ones.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's the only reason like this one wasn't like the easiest 3 S's for me, but like it's still
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a
you
lot.
Very
can't, you,
easy
can't,
yes.
you can't deny how
Okay.
good these games are
Hey.
when they're on point.
Hey, Katya, is the villain the guy with 2 hats that are covering up his fucking horn or like demon horns? That's crazy. Crazy character.
I forget how do people in this group feel about God, what's the sword one? Something sword?
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword, thank you.
That's
Yeah,
the worst
it's
3D
not-
Zelda.
It's the weakest 3D Zelda, and I still had fun playing it.
That game is also overrated. It's not that bad.
I get the vibe. Still good, just not.
You're
Yeah,
comparing
it's
them
the
to
Mario
literal
Sunshine
gods.
Zelda.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's
Well,
without,
Mario Sunshine's actually bad. So.
No, it's not. No, we're not doing this. It's not.
I will defend Skyward Sword more than most people. It's still unequivocally the weakest 3D one, but like, oh man, I still
It's
had
hard.
fun.
Hey, it turns out it's hard to be a god all the time. Even
Yeah.
God had the rest on Sunday, apparently.
Groose is an impressively dynamic character for a side character in a Zelda game.
Oh yeah, people go to bat for that motherfucker.
Yeah, impressive that like they actually wrote a side character with that much depth to it.
Yeah.
That's impressive to me.
I like the list. I think it's pretty good.
Any other changes we want to do before we sign off here?
Part of me wants to bring F-Zero up to its good.
No.
Like, I know Nintendo
No.
forgot, but I didn't. You know?
No.
Nah.
The Nintendo forgot joke's too good. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't think there's
no,
anything
I like
really
Is
wanna-
F-Zero the most like forgotten? Like maybe not forgotten. Like in terms of like Nintendo probably screwed over the most.
Star Fox.
But at least they made
Just in
games
different
out of
Yeah,
it.
I feel like it's like Star Fox. The
Here's
mistake
the
is they
thing.
keep trying and failing.
Yeah.
F-Zero is like they
literally
gave up
don't even fucking-
trying.
Here's
Gave
the
up
thing:
trying.
is it better that Nintendo just gave up on a series or keeps making bad games in the series?
I
Like,
mean,
that's a legitimate argument for which
here's
one's
the thing.
worse.
You can never you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Thanks, Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
There's a chance that if they keep making Star Fox games, they'll eventually make a good one again. Is it a high chance?
Fair.
No.
No, but like,
But there's
like-
a chance.
hey, they stopped making Golden Sun games, but I remember them for being good. I don't remember Star Fox for being good. Well, that's not true. I do, but you know what I mean.
Whatever.
You
The
remember the
legendary,
one Star Fox game for
the legendary Starfy got robbed.
Yeah.
That's all
Pour
I
one out
care
for
about.
Starfy.
Is
Pour one out
Rabbids
for-
is Rabbids staying up and amazing too? I'm just curious.
I feel good with it there. Fucking
Yeah,
Rabbids is fucking good.
I
I'm
actually,
looking at it
I
now
like
and I'm
I
like, it looks odd.
I like it being.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know.
I wouldn't
They're
be mad
fi-
if people pulled it down.
There's
But
two
They're
games.
fine. They're fine for baby's first tactics game.
they do so many cool things that make it not Baby First Tactics game too, though.
So does Paper
Can't
Paper Mario, David. Look where it's
Nintendo
at.
game is a
Yeah,
not-
I
Yeah.
didn't play those though,
version.
Jason. I haven't.
I
played
got.
them.
I don't know. It's fine. I'm not gonna fight it. I haven't played enough of Rabbids to disagree.
I mean, I think Rabbids has the same appeal as Pokemon. Like the tactics are as complicated as you want to make them, but for kids just coming in, they can still play.
The
them. They're fun.
only reason I like Paper Mario is I like it being in the same tier as Mario and Luigi, but now it's the dream is dead. It's
My
fun.
dream is dead.
Damn.
I still think it's my preferred series, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Well, folks, let us know what you think of our tier list in the comments down below.
Oh god.
If you've played the legendary Starfy, let us know.
Tell
if
us what
you-
tier it should be in if you played
If
it.
you haven't forgotten about Rhythm Heaven, let us know in the comments down below.
Bro,
That'll
you
get the
see it here
engagement.
first. Box Boy and Box Girl better than the entire Donkey Kong franchise.
It's probably true.
Hey, those games
shot.
are pretty good. I will stand by. I played
No
two
shot.
of these Box Boy games. They're pretty good.
Also, the Donkey Kong games are not good.
I would
64
somewhat
might
agree
be
with
okay.
that. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Again, you're all the best. Until next time. Wahoo!